Free yourself from prying eyes.
Yeah, we just play off
straight in, Bruce.
We gotta. We're not setting up right.
You gotta set up in your spots, y'all.
Who's in the right spot?
My spot being right corner. I mean left corner.
Play 2 on the right.
Slide up.
We got wait.
10 points.
I'm on left corner. Left corner.
Alright, well, fuck it. Go ahead. I'll go back right.
Yeah. Yo, right. Look.
I'm trying. Good
Let's
shot.
Good
shot. Let's go. All right, 50%. So thirsty to help.
I'm here.
He got to lose that rock.
Oh my.
He got to come and flip that rock, bro. He's getting bumped left and right.
I got right.
I'm in the left.
Watch the cutter in.
Here.
Yeah. That's me all the way.
Ah, damn.
Just switch the corner. Switch the corner. So Steve, go left.
Bruce is getting the left side.
I mean, go right. Sorry. Go right, Steve.
Good shot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna still go
All
right
right,
on
man.
you.
5 points, y'all. Defense.
Watch the middle.
See one.
I'm here.
Box.
Right hash.
Stay.
Watch the corner.
I got it.
I'm up. 23 coming down.
Side.
Hit the corner, Bruce. Corner.
Good stuff. Oh my God, he hit a 42.
42.
Nah, I'm telling you.
We got bash.
Oh shit, I forgot
Right,
my
right
right corner.
corner, yeah.
My right corner.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shot.
I'm getting used to it.
5 points.
In the right. I remind you every time. You good.
Middle, yeah, good work. Had to.
Cutter.
Yeah, nah, that was good. That was good.
No many spins, more realistic
That's
option.
good.
That's how I see it, too.
Go.
I tried it, though. I know that was deep
Yeah.
but I had to move. Sold it. Let's go.
Great
Got the
defense.
board.
Sir.
Got the board. Right
4
corner.
on 5. 4 on 5.
Good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Good shot.
Points,
Come
y'all.
on.
Come on.
Got right corner.
I'm here. Play my opposite. Crown.
Yeah. Well, I'm staying with the. They got two over there.
I don't want him to abuse that badge. That's what I'm trying to stay on. Beautiful.
Come on, 4 points. Defense.
I'm following him. So.
Yep.
You good.
Come on, that should
I'll
shouldn't be
pick it a
open.
big one.
Wide open.
I got her. I got
Gone.
her.
Come on.
I got you. You got deep on me. Got
Go.
2 points, y'all.
Good stuff. Hey, corner.
I'm here.
61 coming down the middle.
That's it.
I'm here.
Coming up.
I'm on hash.
He's passing.
Watch your corner, Bruce.
I got it.
Hell no.
Me.
Nice,
Board. Good shit.
We did it good. That's facts, Shiloh. This microtransaction, that's where the boycott will work. That's how I feel too. It's unrealistic to think everybody's not gonna buy 2K. It's unreal. It's hella unrealistic to think we could slow down on microtransactions, but we're closer to that idea than a complete boycott. Let's do the same way. 2 points. Skies, when you get there, go. You gotta take a route though, brother. It means run to the corner. He leads to the corner, then run behind him. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Got ball.
I got right corner.
Cutter.
man, or some damn Mario Party type. Now, let's rate NBA 2K14. This is one of the most underrated 2Ks ever. Great 2K. We're gonna be short on 14, right? My memory really starts in 15. I still remember everything about 14 pretty much, but not as clear as 15. 15 is where everything, I'm gonna explain it OD, right? 14 was peak realism, okay? Amazing, immaculate 2K, one of the most underrated 2Ks. Immaculate offense, immaculate defense, speed gap, skill gap, fun gap. Peak part, you know, it was immaculate. A lot of the moves in 15 and 16 were in 14. A lot of people just didn't know how to do them, okay? 14, people didn't really know how to get saucy like that. 15 was when everyone, no, not everyone, but the top tier that know everything, 15 was when it was there. The dribble gods, all that. A lot of y'all think dribble gods came like in 17. They were there in 15. The same guys, the I run yous, all them boys, they were there in 15, but you just didn't know. But and they was spamming crazy. We knew everything about the game. We love these games, guys. But 2K14 was so damn good. Peak realism, okay? A lot of people say the golden era 2K were arcade 2Ks. They were not arcade 2Ks. They were peak realism 2K. Speed gap, fun gap. You could really react. Like, it was way less lag and latency than all these newer 2Ks. I promise you, I'm not lying, bro. There were less delays. There were less canned animations. There was a way higher responsiveness. You wouldn't get caught in so many different moves like you do now. And there weren't as many limiting factors that they do now to nerf the top players. So you could really, if you were really God, you're God. One person could just annihilate. Like, if your skill is that high, you just, you know, but 14, one of the peak 2Ks. I used to play with my ROs back then. I used to be running through people, okay? My ROs stopped playing 2K with me in 14. And the Destiny, I think Destiny came out 2K15 somewhat. But they stopped playing with me. I was just God tier, and I don't know, I guess I was just talking too crazy, being a little damn twin. But yeah, definitely one of the most underrated 2Ks. Even the dribble gods, man. The ones that never play 14, they go back and touch it, and they're like, what? What is this? Right? All the sim guys, they love the golden era 2K, and they would say them games are way more realistic, you know, but there's a misconception out there, and it's very annoying. Now, 2K15, there's such a misconception about 2K15. It's so annoying. It's so wrong, right? We're gonna put 15 ahead of 14, right? This peak 2K, peak realism. I know that might sound crazy because everyone says there's demigods and all this and that, but that came out at the end of the game. You can't base 2K15 off of that, okay? I was not a little NPC kid. I was God. This is where I created the standards. I created all your favorite ISO YouTubers. I was the standard, the blueprint, okay? Bunch of my sons are all out here, man. You see the personality in the community. I am the...
See? It's funny how he made another one of these, right? But, you know, people could use this to react. You know, like I don't know what people do these days with 2K in this community, but this is reactable stuff. He's saying that there wasn't no like demis and all of this other stuff, right? But at the same time, it's like yes, it was, because you got to think about it, right? Like I said before, most people probably wasn't as good in 2K as they is when it's like maybe 3-4 years go by, right? Then they probably nice as hell after that. If they ain't nice as hell, they just gonna be trash, really. It's like, bro, it been mad long. You still didn't even, like, you know? So shit like that. So okay. Most niggas in this game was bots. So everybody gonna use a build that's not even like they don't really know. You know? So it's like, okay, niggas using PG shooting guards, they probably not going tall. They probably going short. I'm just saying, like, I would think everybody went short. They went normal around this 2Ks because they don't really know how much of an impact a taller build would have unless somebody showed them. Right? I don't know. It is what it is.
Beginning 15 was where it began. Okay, there's people with millions and millions and millions of subs. This is where they was watching your boy Swan. The beginning. I started the news, all that shit. 15. Enough about me. 2K15. The offense was immaculate. Besides that damn crossover 16 spam. That shit was annoying. But the offense was so peak. You could play realistic and compete with the meta. The momentum crossover was peak back then. Not the new y'all grew up with. Peak. You could real speed, just like it is in real life. Real effectiveness, the behind the backs, the chaining of the moves. There was so much freedom, especially before they kind of nerfed the zigzag left right. Bro, oh my god, I wish you guys, if they ever remade a 2K and like made the gameplay like that, you guys would actually lose. You might cry, man. This was so peak. The defense was so peak, right? A lot of y'all might think the shooting was all easy and all this RNG. Bro, I was God on 15. I'm telling you how it was. 15 was one of the hardest shooting 2Ks. Not this RNG. RNG's in every 2K. But it was one of the hardest shooting 2Ks before they listened to these old heads crying about the game, saying it's too hard to shoot. It used to be hard to score 40 in the rec, guy. Are you hearing me? Like the top players, like it used to be hard to score 40 in the rec. Now the top players can score hundreds. You know, when patch 4 happened, or I think it was patch 3, patch 4 happened, they cooked the contest system, guys. Anyone could shoot, and that's just normal for all 2Ks now. It used to be very hard to shoot. The defense was pretty immaculate. The perimeter D was kind of cooked with the crossover 16, but now that's just, but now that's just normal size ups now. Everything's like basically crossover 16. And like so many of the 2Ks, like the pushing to the side, basically the crabbing, but you couldn't do that in the golden era 2K. The defense was still, the skill gap was so high. The skill gap was so high in 15. It might be the highest skill gap. That in 16, the highest skill gap 2Ks by far. And it's not even close. I promise to God. It's not even close. Like you had to really be him. Like there was like learning curves. There was a real skill gap to being a center, especially on 15. The rebounding, you could literally win your team a game by being a comp center. Now it's just like a dumbed down position. You just, but I'm telling you, bro, it was a different era. But yeah, 15, you could play realistic and compete with the cheesers. There was hella combos, hell of like, I wish y'all could have seen it, man. But yeah, 15, I beat so many 2K League players in their prime. They were in their prime in 15. I know y'all probably think people were bots back then. People learned how to play. No, they were in their prime. Like as good as you could get at the game possible, they were them. And that was like their prime. People's primes is the 2K that they love them, right? I used to play J Money. They used to stream snipe me all the time. I was in the top 100 chat. I'm telling you, 15 was peak, man. There were no Hall of Fame badges. There were no takeover. You couldn't do all this fading from the damn 3 like that before the damn patch 4 and all this, and you still really couldn't do the fades like that. And the demigods didn't come out till the end of the year, like the last 3 months or some or 2 or whatever. How does that represent the whole game? And then only 1% of the player base had demigods. Almost no one knew about 7 foot my player. So you can't use that to represent the game when almost no one that wasn't the player base, bro. And then it wasn't even on YouTube like that. So that's why it also had like short mod players. I had a 6'8" all year. I would play demigods every now and then in the stage, like when towards like the end of the year, and it would be annoying, but I could still beat them. But they were never in the park, none of that. Maybe some y'all see is when like 16 or 17 was out and people went back, and then it could look a little crazy. But I'm telling you, during the cycle, that's just peak, bro. NBA 2K16, the greatest 2K ever. All NBA fans.
See, that's the shit that I was just talking about. I should have said it when he was talking about it, but I was, at the same time, like he just said, everybody was using short guards. I just said that, right? So, doesn't that mean niggas eventually caught on that the taller build was good? It don't take long to catch on to something like that. How long would a nigga think it's gonna take for you to catch on that a taller build is good in 2K? Like how long do niggas think that it will originally take for a nigga to see that? I'm just saying. Like I'm saying, Do you think it would take 6 months for somebody to find out that a tall build is the best build in the game? Just asking. Do you think it would take 3 months for niggas to find out that the tallest build in the game is the best build? Just asking. Right? You got to ask yourself that. Like, put yourself in the room with other people. Right? You think everybody in that room, nobody gonna find out that the tallest build in the game is the best build in 3 months or less? I'm just saying. Just asking a question. I'm not saying niggas right or wrong. Just asking a question. That's all.
Fans, 2K fans, they all know this. Realistic sim heads think 16 the greatest. The people y'all claim are arcade heads, they think 16 the greatest. It's the best of everything, okay? This is when you could also play realistic and beat the meta. There was so much diversity in moves in these 3 2Ks that it was just so beautiful, bro. This is when defense was in its prime, lateral quickness, all that. Perimeter defense. When you used to go into someone, you would stop them. Like, you would make them fumble. You would stop their speed boost. Fastest 2K ever. But it had OP defense, and it wasn't no steals. The ankle breakers were low. Now look, the ankle breakers were low in 16 and 15.
Only reason why the defense was OP because the defense was basically holding your hand. It was playing defense for you most of the time. They know goddamn well that niggas was not adjusted to this style of gameplay yet. Like, this was only what, the 3rd year? People was already complaining before that, so it's like, okay, you think 2K about to make the game harder on the defense? Hell no. So, I mean, I felt like it was sticky defense on 16 and 17. Not too much 18, because that's when they started to do archetypes, so you basically choosing to have defense a lot more. And I don't know, I just felt like 2K17 still had the same defense as 16. I don't know why, but just you could just choose a lock and it's gonna be obviously more OP since you got Hall of Fame badges doing stuff. But I felt like it was the same defense to me. So that's the only reason why the defense was OP in them games, because it's like the game literally was helping you play D. I think Brutal Sim was one of the first niggas that actually say something about that, if I remember correctly, but I don't know. What do I know?
And I think 14. I don't really too much remember. The ankle breakers were low, but the game speed was fast. I always tell y'all, the recipe for a good 2K, if you're going to make a more slowed down 2K, ankle breakers have to be high. Now, if you're going to make a fast 2K, ankle breakers low. That's a better balance. That's why in 17, it was cool because it was slower than 16 and 15. You couldn't do as many angles as 16 and 15. Like, what I mean by that is like your angle towards the rim. That's when Mike Wang started to put you in more canned animations, and he started, you know, like how in 25 now there's a parachute and you can't really run directly at the rim. When 17 came out, that's when he started to really implement that. You used to be able to go straight, like,
see, that's how you know that. I'm not saying that niggas play the same, but we got something in our bag that's the same that will recognize something like that immediately in the game. Like, just like, okay, they literally don't want you to go straight to the rim. You can just see it. Like, nigga curving all the way to the side. Soon as you do a layup, he gathering slow as fuck so the defense could get, like, it's like, how can a nigga play that game all year? How? All year? You just came off a game that was quick, flawless with the quickness, right? Just quickness. I'm not saying it's flawless like gameplay wise, but just quick wise. You just came off a game doing quick shit. You want to play a game that's slowing you everywhere? Why? Why would somebody? That's how you know the 2K community is ass. They would just accept anything. That's how you know. It's crazy.
you know, and you weren't just stuck in so many animations. You could burst out of so many different angles in these 2Ks compared to like 17. But, you know, a lot of people, they have 17 as they go to or whatever, but they just didn't know these games that much. Yeah, 16, the offense was so immaculate, so much diversity. The defense was peak. The park cards, I was complaining about that so much, but it really didn't happen that often, you know? It really only happened to streamers every now and then, but still not even then, you know? It was broke out there. The build system was peak. No Hall of Fame badges, no takeover, God. This was back in the day where, you know how quick stopping is now? That is just your normal movement, guys. You just cook someone, you just go to the side, shoot. Like, it wasn't no like crazy glitchy stuff and all that. This made it to where the NPCs, the casuals, they could, you know, they had more control. They enjoyed it way more. It's kind of hard to explain. People might think it's some cheesy or whatever, but nah, bro. You used to have to really try to fade on 16. Now you catch the ball, it'll make you fade. You try to stop, you fading, you all this dumb 16. You could really just plant your feet, shoot, control your mind player, peak, bro. The game all around was just immaculate. Okay, this was back when it was skill driven. It was not builder driven. It was not trying to use certain archetypes and builds. It wasn't about no cheating strategy. And these 2Ks just so peak, bro. Game should be about skill gap. 17 was when the downfall began. 17 was when it shot bad, but 17 still was better than all the 2K.
I still don't know if I could agree with something like that, because that's just like everybody could like the way that game is in these old games, right? 16, 15, 14, all them bitches is basically the same, just a little bit upgraded. You only getting what, 5 gold badges? That's it. You don't get no other badges, just 5. I think you only could equip 5, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so it wasn't. He right about some of this shit where it's like, you know, it do take more skill to pull some of this stuff off, but not really though, in a sense. I swear to God, because only reason why I could say that is because you could basically make anything in the game. Even if you can't do it, you can do it. Like, to me, it's a certain way, right? Because you could do it, that don't mean you should be able to do it, right? And I'm saying, like, if you wide open, right? Let's say you ain't got no 3 and you ain't put no 3 up in this game. You could literally hold square and you could still make the shot. Now, niggas might think I'm lying. See, this the stuff that's like, why these niggas don't mention this shit? Mention the negative shit about the game too. That's how you really put it all on the table. Mention everything so niggas can understand what was happening in the game. In these old 2Ks, all the way up to 2K18 or 19, one of those, this is where it ended. You could hold square and just make a shot. Niggas might think I'm lying. Bro, I swear to God. It was niggas I was running into on every one of those 2Ks that regardless what they was doing, they was very lating everything. Like, they did not know like they was doing it on purpose. They was showing I can still hold square in this game and shoot 40%. Niggas think that's a lie? Ask niggas. Ask these niggas. Can you hold square and still score? If you say yes, that game trash to me. How am I counting that as fire game? Like, that's a fire game? The only reason why you could count these as fire games is because nothing was better than this. That's ass to me. That's bad. Nothing was better. Nigga, we on PS5. Nothing was better than this? That's the only reason why I could include 17 in my top 3 2Ks. Nothing is better than that. 19, 22. What's better than those? You can't even name other 2K. If you name it other 2Ks that's better than those, you just lying. You know you lying. Show me how much games you played or something. Show me your time on the games. Let me see your trophies. You must have did something on the game. There's no way you could claim any other 2Ks, really. Out like past 22, you just can't even say nothing. Past 22, you can't say nothing about nothing. None of these 2Ks. They ass. So it's like, what? Okay, so what other games you gonna say is in your top 3 if you can't say no 2Ks past 22? No way a nigga is gonna say 2K23 is in a top 3. No way a nigga is gonna. I mean, I say it's a runner-up because you could play defense in the game. You could basically, you know, you fight fire with fire most of the time or whatever. But it's not like that on the other games. They changed it. So like now what? Niggas running around with 10 my players, 15 my players. Like how? Imagine a nigga. Like you filled up your whole build route. You can't. In these old games, you were spending like $20 on the build. Who gives a damn if you gonna make another one? You only spent what, like 80? How much you spending now? You spending like $500, $600 on one game. Come on, bro. You can't even make that up. And niggas is still boosting. These niggas, like I'm gonna be talking about some other stuff with the microtransactions. I just wanted to show this because I was listening to. I was like, oh, this is definitely something that I could react to on in the stream. Like this is good stuff that people should react to, but they gotta actually be for real about it. Nobody's be dead ass. Like he all he's saying is good shit. What's the bad stuff? Can I get some negativity? What ain't that's what we be about a lot of times? The negative shit? Where's that? So you saying nothing was negative about none of these games? So the only thing a nigga could do is defend the negativity in the game. We're not gonna talk about nothing negative though. That was actually affecting it. Nope. That's what niggas be doing. How do niggas like? I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is.
OK's after it. We're gonna put 17 right here, right? Good-ish. Now during 17, I was saying the game was trash. Of course, I still think it was complete garbage. A lot of people say it was trash. But thing about 17, bro, is every 2K that came after it is way better. Like it's not even close, bro. You know, people try to say nostalgia, all this and that, but you can't compare two things if you don't know like what the other thing is. It's like get a girl, you know, you don't know about your future girl. You can't compare. You know, you complaining about your girl, but then a girl you get 5 years later, you like, whoa, this way worse. And then you're like, man, damn. Never know what you have until it's gone. That's just truth. But 2K17, bro,
I guess that
when
makes
the
sense.
archetypes they started doing the money. You know, the brick wall screens. You know, they was really trying to like game. This is when the stage skill gap was so diminished. People was cheesing them Hall of Fame brick wall screens, hella broken arcade nonsense. But the offense overall, it was very fun, and there was a tremendous skill gap. Okay, you could still ISO and compete at the highest levels, but it was kind of hard because them damn speed boosting sharps. The dribbling was peak, the movement was peak.
Ask yourself this, right? This is your 2K player. When niggas be talking about this stage in the old days, right? How did they find out about the stage? Like, how did they start calling it that? Who did they learn that from? In the old days, who they learn it from? He's saying, what he saying? He made it up. Like I'm just saying, like who they learned this shit from? So okay, so when people started playing that and calling it the stage, did nobody not figure out anything to make their gameplay more OP versus somebody in the stage? Since they know, like back then too, one thing that was crazy was the VC was really on the line. Like no bullshit, the VC was on. Nigga, they was charging niggas like 50K to get on the court. I'm like, I don't know what niggas doing. Cause at that time I was like, yo, y'all bugging. You know, cause I'm only putting in the amount that I need for a build. Like I'm never putting in, like even at that time I was doing that. So think about how disciplined that is. I'm still, even when the game is $20, I need to put in, I only did that. Like grinded the rest. Didn't need to do anything else. It's like, bro, I could shoot with a fucking 67 overall. It's like, what's the point of me even putting money into this game? Why? That's how it was back then, and that's what 2K knew that. Oh man, destroyed it. No more 67 overall you could go crazy with. You're not doing shit with no low overall no more. Nothing. Killed it. That's what they like. Literally everything niggas used to do, killed everything. All of that. All of that. Think about it. That's why I've been saying the shit that they didn't like you getting away with, murked it. That's why I started like the PG shit. When you the dominant PG era, they got rid of that. It's gone. It's not really here no more. Like you can see niggas still going off with PGs and guards, but it's gone. That shit it doesn't exist. Literally doesn't exist. There was a time where guards was really just the most OP shit in the game. Literally. To me, I mean to me, it was the most OP shit in the game. All the way up to at least like 21, maybe 20. I say 20. Right? And guards was really the most OP shit in the game. Cause just do a lot, right? They versatile. Definitely like small forwards. Like, man, it was really a party for niggas like that. So now what we looking at? We looking at niggas just everybody a big man, niggas tall. Like nobody don't even care about guard shit no more. That's the truth, honestly. It really is. Like nobody don't give a fuck about guard shit. Unless they talking crazy or doing something, I don't know, weird. Nobody cares about guard play no more.
But 15 and 16, they were just way better. There was less of the angles, the parachute. You know, there was like patches during the game. He's making moves take a little longer, and he's trying to nerf all this and that. The defense was pretty good besides the damn brick wall screens and like the perimeter D, you could really lock up. You could really cook ISO. You could use screens, all that. The shooting wasn't 17 shooting. It was easier than 16 and 15, but every 2K after 17 was harder. Besides probably like 21 old gen, like where you just had to be the play shot. But the contest system, it wasn't just fried.
See what I'm saying? I'm not the only one who said that. That's the I try to tell niggas that. See, he's saying it again. This is another new video. He made this 13 hours ago. He still said it again. I told niggas. Swante said it too. You had to be a play shot to shoot the ball after a certain while because they patched the game. It broke my build. I was literally doing good with a 6'7" pure playmaker with a shot creating takeover. With Hall of Fame flashy, you literally could get takeover in 2 dimes. Like, found all of that stuff out. Come on now. That was the only reason why I started losing for real, my nigga. Because they broke the game. They literally made it so you can't shoot unless you got a build that could shoot. So if they could do something like that, I would never put it past them to break shooting in another way. It's like, how come other people can't think that way? Like, you can't get that in your... Like, they already showed you they could fuck that shit up. They showed me. They obviously showed this nigga he plays guard. Right? So, obviously, he must have been using a point forward, something he been using to see that. He knows? How would he know that? How? Unless he experienced it. You see what I mean about experience? You gotta be able to do something the other person is talking about to actually talk about it. Right? So he must have been doing what I was doing on that game. He had to test other builds, right? To be able to sell them off to other niggas who want to buy a build. Right? So he knows something is wrong with the game if you're using a playmaking build. Or something that is not a shooter in a guard position. See what I'm saying? How would he know that? See? It's not just me. I know what the fuck I be talking about. So when a nigga pop up and he say the same thing that I've been saying, do I get anything for that? Do I get a oh shit, man, maybe you was right, man? How that I said, my bad. I didn't know they did that to you in 2K21. My bad. Nope. The bitches who is there when I was talking about 2K21, where they at? Not around. Cause they what? They all they want to do is just say niggas is trash. That's all people want to do. They don't want to listen to no explanations. They don't want to hear nothing what you gotta say. Just nah, you lying, you ass. You just making up excuses. Imagine that. Like, just think about that. Like, imagine a nigga just gonna keep saying you making up excuses. So how many excuses can a nigga make up? That's all I want to know. Just how many? Like, the game and the developers showed you what they could do. So it's like, it shouldn't be out of the ordinary if you ever hear a nigga say something like, yo, I think they broke shooting. It's like, what? Why are you even questioning the thought of that? Like, you mad at that? You like, that's what I be wanting to ask niggas, and YouTube is shaping up to get that way. It's shaping up to get to the point where we could start actually talking to y'all with our voices. So now you can't even run and hide. See, this is about to be some beautiful stuff. It's about to be some beautiful. Now I'm about to be popping out again. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm about to really be popping out again. Because now you can use your voice. Oh, all right. Now that changed the game. That changed the game. And you could post videos on somebody's channel. That changed the game. So when a nigga like, oh, I'm doing this. Show me something then, brother. Listen, you ain't even gotta talk to me about it no more. You could show me that shit. You ain't gotta say nothing to me. I got 1,000,000 streams and 1,000,000 videos. Read them and weep. Read them and weep. Like, what a nigga want to tell me? I got all my proof on the internet. It's right there. You could just click on it. Where these the niggas who be saying they doing all this shit? I can't wait till they pop up. And now it's different. I can't wait till they pop up. See, before it's like, damn, I can't prove nothing because these niggas ain't gonna say nothing. They obviously they ain't gonna stream, right? So now it's like, bro, you telling me this gonna be the thing. Now look, because I'm gonna be in other niggas' chats. I'm gonna say, bro, you telling me you can't load up a 2-minute clip of you showing me what you just said? Just a 2-minute clip of you just real quick just showing me what you just told me. Nah, you can't do that. I ain't believing you then. See, it's about to be real good like that. It's about to be real good. See, now you can really call a nigga out. See, it's different. Beautiful stuff coming. I can't wait till they put that out, bro. I can't wait. And I know they probably gonna have it in a way where you could select who could do that to you. Like, oh, man, it's gonna be some good shit. Hold on, let me
like 18 after. That's when they started going casual mode deep. Okay, they had the lockdowns here, they had the sharps, they had the damn slashers, the shot creators, the post scores, all that. Like, bro, they had a bunch of brand badges, the takeovers. You know, I could still have like crazy fun. Like, this was annoying because them damn brick walls and the stretch bigs, right? They did have that stupid on the 2. That's why that 2 was never real ball. Them straight hoes. You couldn't do that stretch big cheese on the 3s or the 5s. You could only do it on the 2, right? So that automatically tells you that the stretch bigs in 17 were as OP as 18 or 19, right? But that was annoying. It was running point guard and you know, but they couldn't do that on the 3s. Grand badges was kind of fun. You know, the big boxes. You know, look, you see that box right there? Oh man, bro, I miss these 2Ks, man. The skill gap, the fun gap. And you know, so funny. The sim side also likes these 2Ks more. You know, like you could play realistic.
He lying, but he ain't lying. He lying, but he ain't lying. I don't really know what to say to that. Cause what? I mean, my best 2K, I said it was 2K19. So it's like, I think that's part of the golden era. It's no way it's not. If a nigga say that's not part of the, all right. So at that point, if the majority of the community would say 2K19 ain't part of the golden era, I just stop just giving a fuck at that point. It's just like I definitely wouldn't be able to convince a nigga what I be saying. If that like I feel like anything under 2K20 gotta be part of the golden era. Even 2K20 could be, because niggas was in the house. But anything after that, nah. Even 2K22, nah, I still can't say that's part of the golden era. Nah. Cause they still was trying to get money from niggas. And they still was being successful at that. And the game was just ass, but it was playable and fun. So they got away with that. But it's still not part of the golden era to me. I don't know. I can't say it is.
And compete with people. Like, you don't see me crazy cheesing. Like, I'm just doing like normal moves, bro. This is on my sharpshooter, so it's not even a dribbler right here. These are just clips and like, you could play realistic and compete with people.
See that that's one of the things that's like I've been like I can't really explain it without seeing enough footage. They don't have enough, right? It's nothing I can really point out that much to be like, all right, look, see what I'm saying? But what I be saying is like these people they playing, they're not that great at the time. Like nobody's that fire. Like it's brand new experience, bro. People is just getting put on to the 2K experience. And they just going in shit. Like they playing the game. Right? It's brand new, basically. Still brand new. 3 years only. After PS4, right? 3 years. So it's like, bro, it's still new. It's just like Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, then we had World at War, then Modern Warfare 2, I think. Or am I tripping? Now I think it was Modern Warfare 2 after that. So it's like that's only 3 years. You think niggas is goated at that time? Nobody's goated, my nigga. It's gonna be only like 2% of people in the game that's good. I'm not even good at that time. So it's like, yo, that's what I be talking about. That's what I'm saying, right? That graduation effect. Did you really play long enough to really realize that these niggas ain't good? No, you didn't. But these niggas, it's not just him. Other niggas too. They claim all of this stuff. It's like, man, that happened back then. I don't know if the same thing will happen today. Like, I'm not saying these niggas they can't do the same thing, but it happened back then. That's why I don't even claim none of that shit. It's like, bro, I beat people. What you want me to pull it? I got the footage. I could show niggas who I beat. Except for one person, Ian Davis. I can't show I beat him. But I beat him. Right? So it's like, I can show who I beat. And, oh, nope, I'm lying again. I did face the Sly guy, and I beat him. But I don't got no footage of that. But we could get proof, right? It's like, it's right there. Like, the shit I've done, I got the proof. Everything I did, it's proof. It's all over there. It's right there, right? You can click on it. But it doesn't really matter because it's old. Like, I can't really claim that right now. Like, oh, I'm supposed to say, well, I'm better than that nigga. I was beating him back in the old day. Like, how does that even, that doesn't make sense. That's why it's a new year every year in an NBA. A new champion could be crowned, right? Like, that's how it go. Can't just dwell, okay, last year, that's last year, nigga. What the fuck? It's a new game. What do you want a nigga to do? Just keep like, yo, last year? Like, fuck all that. That's why I tried not to do stuff like that. See, I gotta explain it to niggas. It gotta make sense to somebody.
He nerfed realism out the game. Like, they force you to cheese if you like play calm. Like you have no choice, my nigga. Like you could play real hoops and really fry, bro. That was cheesy or whatever the fuck you want to call it. What else about 17 am I missing, man? This is when the community blew up, man. Everybody was blowing up. Everybody's getting thousands of views on stream. PlayStation, streaming from PlayStation.
I think it was
crazy
more of
views.
16,
was
but
loving
yeah,
2K.
I
This
guess
is
you
when
could count
17 really
16,
blew up.
7,
I think when
all of
16
these
came
2Ks.
after, oh my God, that
Like,
shit
I
was
feel like all the 2Ks really was blowing people up. I don't think not one 2K didn't blow nobody up. Like, just to be honest across the board, right? Every 2K, you could look at somebody and say, yo, he blew up that year. Can't you? Yeah, there's no way you could get. So nobody blew up in 2K25? Nobody blew up in 2K24? Like, what are we talking about? Niggas blow up every year. It's just up to you to recognize the blow up. Are you going to recognize that they blew up? Probably not. Because you like certain players, right? So you're not going to recognize them. That's one thing a nigga, people got to, I think 2K players in general need to get in groups more and talk about things. I remember Bruto Sim, All City and them was doing that triangular thing. I think more people need to do that. So you can get more ideas like across to the community, right? And squash certain things that's just not true. Like, I think that's what people need to start doing in the 2K community. Like, it would just like, it would make more content, obviously, for the community. It's like, oh, damn, who the fuck I want to collab with next? No, like, it got to be something like that, because people be having comments on a lot of stuff, man, including myself, right? And we ain't really got no avenue for that. It's like either we gonna hit or miss. People gonna listen or they not gonna listen, right? So it's like, I feel like we need some type of header. Somebody need to head that shit, right? And just have something set up so it's like, all right, I'm inviting like 6 people to come talk in this chat. We're gonna have a camera, whatever they want to do, mic, anything. Like, it need to happen. Just like a fucking sports show. Like, swear to God. Because at this point, a lot of people just be saying a lot of shit. It's like, who you gonna believe? Right? At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna end up being. And we need to like get rid of that type of shit. Cause a lot of like all this stuff, people say it only because nobody's gonna be like, yo, that's not it. That ain't it. See, cause you can't tell them that because they got their own fans. That's why it need to just be a collab. And people need to get together and talk about this stuff. Niggas be like, debate me. Debating? What? Why? For what? We can just talk about it. That it's gonna end up being a debate anyway. You might as well just talk about shit. Like, just have a topic. Oh, today we're gonna talk about 5 things. We're gonna talk about VC. Then we're gonna talk about boost. Like, do you think boost really affect a player? Right? Have something going. Like, nobody, niggas don't know, man. Niggas, hey. Let me not give niggas no ideas.
Exploded. The 2K community would exploded. If 15 came after, it would have super exploded, but then they dropped 18. Idiot. Mike Wang is an idiot, bro. But yeah, if you guys didn't know this, like, over time, gaming becomes more popular to people, Gaming right now is more popular than it's ever been. More people are gaming and all this and that. And 17 was when more people are gaming. Yeah, y'all rate these 2Ks down below, man. Now look at the tier list, guys. I had to put some spaces because it's a big gap. It's a big gap. Now these next, well, actually, I'm gonna still keep doing it in order. NBA 2K18 is next. We're gonna put it on the last row. Find Mike Wang for cucumber treatment. Okay, let me give you, okay? Y'all know what I mean. Now 2K18 is...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That new saying right there, that's a good saying. That's a top 5 saying for real for Mike Wang. Yeah, nigga, cucumber treatment, because you can't really say nothing crazy. You know what I mean? And we know exactly what that means. Obviously, right? So that's a top 5 saying for Mike Wang. We gotta make up a top 5. See what I'm saying? Like, all these ideas that I be having easily could be like, nobody don't want to do shit though. Niggas just be wanting to talk shit, play the game, look good, make videos. Nobody don't want to be for real. It's community ass.
It's not the worst 2K at all. The whole community, we never thought there would be another 2K as bad as 18. It wasn't just because Fortnite came out and all this and that. It was horrible compared to 17, 16, 15, and 14. It was so bad. People said it was realistic when it's not, right? It was not. It was more arcade than any 2K. This is when Stretch Big became God. The contest system fried. This is when paint mashing with centers became a thing, and it was just broken. The snatchbacks, you could run through people on a 5'7", 60 overall. You could just run through everyone. The skill gap was done. Speed boost, the game speed was super slow compared, and it was just horrible. It wasn't just...
I ain't gonna lie. All the shit he just said is basically in the other 2Ks too, but this 2K got dual archetypes. So it kind of started another like level of separation where like certain animes was gifted to other players based off their build. So it was like it was like, I would say the animations, you just had to learn them. That's all it was. You had to learn the little bump. They had the snatch back animation and stuff like that. So you just basically had to learn the new animations and you was good. It's the same shit, just probably a little bit slower. I would say that too, because it definitely wasn't faster than 17. So yeah, it was. That's all it really was. Just dual archetypes, more bumpy shit, more animations, more glitches. That's it. A slow ass gameplay and lagginess, latency. Woo! This one of the top. This is literally number. It's got to be top 3 in like worst latency, lagging issues, blue screen, going through the walls. All of that shit was in this game. All of that. This got to be top. The number one glitchiest, shittiest game when it comes to internet issues and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about, man, I probably, not even gonna lie, this is not a lie, I swear to God, I probably would have had like a 60 something win percentage on this game if I didn't lag out so much. I lagged out at least 20 something percent of my games. At least 20 something. That's a huge chunk. That's a big chunk missing off the record. Huge chunk. So it's like, damn. Just think about it. Like, what? Like, this game was so... Ooh, I'm remembering it right now. Man, I will go into a fade and this shit would give me a blue screen. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it. I shot the ball from half court, right? This is what I was doing on my 6'8" center thing. I had a 6'8" center, two-way sharpshooter. This is why I beat poor boy Sim with. I don't know how the fuck it happened, but it did. I shot it from deep, right? I knew it was going to be a green. I seen the light almost, right? I seen it, and then it blue screen. This game was... I almost threw this shit out the window. I almost threw it out the window. I almost did. It's so good
because of Fortnite, you know. But you could have fun on this. You could. If you're playing bots, people way below your level, you could have fun. The dribbling was decent compared. See, look, when we had 18 dribbling, we was like, this is horrible. Because we only knew 17, 16, 15, 14. Or some of y'all only knew like 1 or 2 of those 2Ks, right? We didn't know that the dribbling would get worse. We didn't know. So again, we didn't know.
See, this is another nigga who's supposed to be good at the game that's saying this game wasn't the worst 2K. Can I get a shmalaleluya? Like, damn, if that's another person saying it, we just got to keep adding them to the list. Like, let's find another nigga who gonna say 2K18 is not the worst 2K. I don't know how people... The only reason why somebody is saying that is because of nostalgic words at this point. You listening to some nostalgic fucking words or some nostalgic thinking at this point. If you saying 2K18 is the worst are you dumb? Like 3 more 2Ks came out after that. That's ass. What the fuck? Like, what are we talking about? 21, 24, 25. That's 3 2Ks to me. 21 is arguably the worst 2K in history. Nigga said 18? I would rather play that than 21. What the? and niggas was saying 2K18 was still the worst game when 21 was out, and Mike Wang made the patch he made to break my playmaker. That's the game that niggas say was better than 18 still. What the fuck? What the? I don't know. Like I be saying sometimes, maybe the wind's just shifting, right? To the point where certain stuff is affecting certain people or something. Maybe it's just that. Who knows? But it gotta be something. Cause niggas be saying different stuff sometimes. But this is another person agreeing that 2K18 wasn't the worst 2K. So we just added them to the list.
Know what we had until it was gone. It's just not no nostalgia, none of that. But you could dribble a little bit and get freaky with it. This is when the spinning became possible. The Steezo 18 was the but that's the most realistic. You could have 2 stretch bigs, 3 stretch bigs in the center, 3 stretch bigs, 3 centers could run the state. The skill gap was gone.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that he's right about, right? You could do that after 17. Like, it was just the weirdest experiences. You would see straight up 3 locks. I'm talking about these niggas got 2 ways and primary locks on the team. How do you really get past that? That's glitching. You cheating the game. Nigga, you cheating. Like, you really just found out some sauce and then you just spamming it everywhere. Like, it's in the park, it's in the stage. They got it in the rec. Imagine you go to the rec and every nigga is a lock. What you gonna do? You know they gonna steal the ball crazy, all in the lanes. The game is ass passing wise. Let's not forget, the game never got updated passing wise. Still to this day. I still see niggas throwing it in back in niggas' necks. I just was watching All City earlier. Still throwing passes at niggas' butt cracks. That's what we doing? We still doing that in 2026. Still throwing the ball at a nigga booty cheeks. Like, you can't make that up. A nigga wanna tell you that you can't shoot, but the game never got upgraded passing wise. Like, is niggas ever gonna put their foot down somewhere? Like, you gonna ever recognize that something is broken in the game? Niggas will tell you got a 40 win percent, but the game has never been upgraded passing wise. Can we get better passing mechanics? Maybe a nigga wouldn't have a 40 win percent. Maybe a nigga wouldn't look ass if he trying to be a pass first PG. I'm just saying. Maybe, like, if something changed in the game, maybe, something might change with the player. Ever thought of that? Did anybody ever think of that one? Like, yo, maybe if they did change this, maybe a nigga might do better. Nah, that's not. It ain't no capable. No lobe. All right, we going with no lobe. We're going with no lobe.
Stage doesn't matter. After 17, so all these people, all this, it don't matter. The skill gap has been removed so bad. After 17, that the whole game was fried. People was running into you, snatch back. And in 18, bro, I dropped so many 60 bombs on 2K League players. I dropped 72 points on a 2K League player.
That's the one thing, see, niggas don't recognize stuff, right? The nigga was using builds that other niggas not really gonna, like, he was using some builds, I respect it a little bit, that nobody wasn't gonna use, and he was doing it on stream, right? So it's like, can't really take that away, That's kind of part of the respect that I give for this nigga right here. He used certain builds that's like, I don't think nobody would have used that, but you doing it for the stream, it's troll shit. I get it, but he still was doing shit with the build. So it's like, it's showing that it's a possibility for you to do good things with builds that don't look that good. So imagine if somebody choose that build on their own. Imagine how good that player has to be. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just saying that Wouldn't that make sense? I don't know.
I'm playing for
Just
3
saying.
days. I was him, and I barely played this hoe. But this is when centers got broken in the paint. This is when they changed the physics to where if you drive, say 3 people jump at you in the paint, and you have an open dot, and you try to, now it deflects off their body instead of your my player being smart enough to not hit people. Now the body physics were horrible. They cooked the whole game. Like, it's hard to pass.
Damn, he just said it right before I paused it. It's hard to pass. It's hard to pass. You see that? Oh my! Is this like? I'm not saying he cooking, but he's saying what I want to hear. You know how niggas be like, oh, you only fucking with him because he's. Yup, he's saying what I want to hear. Yup, you mad? Oh well. Fuck niggas. You mad that he's saying what I want to hear because nobody else gonna say it? Oh well. It's hard to pass. They made the passing worse on 2K24 next gen. How can that happen? It's a new. Mike Wang dumbass said he built the game from the ground up. This is. Yo. I swear, if niggas do a little bit of thinking, it would make sense. I swear to God. Yo, this nigga not dumb. I be telling you. He's not stupid, bro. He be knowing shit. Like, how he know it's hard to pass? How? And people want to talk about pass first PGs. This is something that's interesting, right? Isn't All City and Brutal Sim basically pass first PGs? Are they ass at the game? Are they ass at the game? I'm just like, are they ass? I consider them to be some of the best players. Are they ass in the game? Just asking, because it's, I ask questions. I don't just, just accepting it and then what it is, what it is. Nope. I'm asking questions. Community is too ass. I need questions answered. That's how I work. So, pass first PGs. I remember niggas was just a little time frame somewhere where people was talking about pass first PGs. So it's like, did they never watch Bruto Sim or All City, or they just think they ass? They garbage? So, okay, if they trash, why? Why are they garbage? Can a nigga explain that? Like, whoever would say that they're trash, can you explain to me how they're trash? Like, every time I watch them, they're doing good shit. They doing pass first shit. They winning most of their games. I remember it was a time when these niggas was literally consistently having 90 or 80, like somewhere like 88 plus win percentages. Just winning the whole time. Nobody give a damn. Nope. They passed first PGs. He was playing with Jay-Eazy. Am I lying? Like, what's, Gotta think about that. Pass first PGs. Nigga said they was ass. Oh, yeah. A nigga want to be a pass first PG because he's scared. He not really good at the game. How? These niggas was winning almost 90% of their games or plus in certain years, right? Obviously. And they was pass first. Are they ass? Just a question. This nigga, he got pass first PG in him a little bit, right? He got some type of shit in him, some type of playmaking, right? He says dot. I hear him say dot, right? So he got playmaking ability in him. So he's saying it's hard to pass. And he dribbled too much. Yo. It's just like, I don't really know. Like, what can I really, this, let me see. When did he make this video? 14 hours ago? Damn. That's yesterday. Ain't it? That's yesterday. So he just made this yesterday, and basically he said a lot of shit that I said, and I felt like it was true when I was saying it. But, niggas just say, oh, you just complaining. You just ass. right? But then when he's like, oh, look, yo, it's hard to pass, but I dribble a lot. He dribbled more than me. He said it's hard to pass. It's right on the screen. Look, you can read it. Hard to pass. That's what he said. So if they making the passing worse, right? And I'm saying I'm the best passer, best playmaker, best floor general. How the fuck is remember? See, it's gonna make sense to people who was watching at the time, right? Remember, it was a time when I started saying, "Oh, PGs are ass." Yeah, right, because they broke everything about a PG. I was agreeing. I'm like, yo, you know what? Niggas is right. The PG is trash. It's the worst build in the game. You're right. You're not wrong about that. They broke the system of the PG. You can't shoot off dribble consistently no more. Took that out the game. Took a lot of point guard badges out the game where it's like they was utilizing them to actually score, right? Amp don't even fucking work. I don't even know if they kept that in the new gen games or not because I didn't play them, right? I mean, 2K26, I don't know if they kept it in that. Amp never worked for me, right? What is it? They took out a lot of dribbling. They basically gave you 3 triggers. You only could go left, right 3 times. They literally showed us in our faces that they don't want us to do shit no more. Literally. Showed us. No shooting off the dribble. You only could do a certain amount of dribble moves before you start losing your stamina and your attributes these days. You got to remember that. You lose your attributes these days too. So what else you left with? I'm just going to do the dumbest shit and score every single time, or I'm passing it. But he just said it was hard to pass. What does that mean for a PG? Like, if niggas be thinking about this shit, like, what would that mean for a PG and any guard that's trying to do any of this? Wouldn't that mean something is wrong? Like, they gonna fail a lot. I would think if I hear that before I even play the game, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm kind of not gonna pressure these niggas because I know they kind of gonna be off. The game's feeling like it's gonna be off because that's what they just said. In a nutshell, they telling me the PG is ass. Okay, gotcha. So wouldn't that mean you gotta be a little bit like, you know, just cut down the harsh, cut down that shit a little bit, just cut it in half, right? Like, gotta be chilling a little bit on that because you know the game is literally trying to force PGs to be ass at this point. So it's like, yo, isn't that crazy? Wow, this wild stuff, but you know, nobody don't want to really keep it real in the game. Niggas just want to just talk about nothing.
Now, it used to be way easier to pass, way more efficient and fluid, and you could make people pay for doubling, tripling, and crashing down and picking up. You could make people pay for playing help D. That's how the game should be. You're jumping at me, I should be able to hit somebody or take it up real quick. You know, you're out of position, you jump, you miss jump, I take it up, score. But now they made it to where, oh, he can mistime his jump and still block you, even though you timed him. It was just horrible, bro. The test system got cooked, shooting became way easy. Perimeter defense was okay-ish. Besides walking through you, you could really throw. You could keep up when the speed boosting was kind of slow. Your combos and all that. It was doable. The walking size ups, I hated them hoes, but I know dribble gods loved it. Making 6'10" power forwards running through. You know, it wasn't as bad as some other 2Ks, but it was still compared to what we had. But to figure out how to play 18, like we had to figure, because that was, bro. If people were playing 18 how they intended, oh my God, bro. But this is where they fucked their community really bad. And this is when it became harder to get games. They stopped filling up the parks. It wasn't, you know, I don't know what's wrong with them. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with these. These don't listen. And this is, they cooked the park air. They did it. They did it. Just when the 2K League came out, they stopped filling up the park, man. And then they started making this damn city and shit. All they would have to do is just fill up the park, put in more people, but they wouldn't do it. They weren't listening. Several 2Ks. So stupid. NBA 2K19. A lot of y'all love this 2K. I'm gonna put this at Horde, right? Listen. Now, the 19 dribbling was so peak. It was so amazing. The movement was amazing. It was slower than 17, 16, 15, but it was still amazing. The dribbling, the comboing.
This nigga just said 2K19 dribbling was slower than 17, 16, and 15. I don't know if I agree with that. I ain't gonna lie. Based off what I was doing, I don't know if I could agree with that. I just don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I mean, I know 17 was fast. 16, obviously, right? It's basically the same gameplay, like I said before. Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just the same speed overall. Maybe, depending on what animations you using. I can't. I don't know. I can't tell when I think about
Amazing. Amazing. Listen very closely, guys, because y'all are going to see me put other 2Ks ahead of this, but there's a reason why. The offense, the dribbling, okay? Not just dribbling, just the over.
All right, this nigga just said he got other 2Ks ahead of this one. 2K19. He said he got other 2K. So it's like, when a nigga say that, it's like, all right. So the only other 2K he could be putting above this 2K without me even seeing it yet, just 2K22. That's it. Like if he say any other 2K is higher than 19, I think he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. There's no way. Let's
overall movement, the scoring, just being able to dunk, all this and that. It was so fire, so peak. But this was the most broken 2K ever, bro. The post scores in their prime, bro, they would have a record of like 15,050, bro. It was broken. The double takeover was broken. Stretch big prime. The most broken 2K ever. The dexing. 3 centers running stage and like it was broken. Like it was too broken. The 6'10 locks were faster than the guards. They could shoot with a 53 ball in the corner. Contest this.
You see how he's saying all of this? What I say? I said 2K19 and 2K22. You could argue 2K22 is this the best offensively made 2Ks, right? So you basically could get away with everything. Like you could do a lot of shit. Like you could just get away with a lot of stuff. Real talk. The games was literally made that way. It was made offensively. That's what everybody wanted. Everybody complained like, "Yo, you're getting too many steals." Da 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 da. 2K said, "You know what? Let's just offense the game again." Right? They do it every time. What they add? Did they do it this year? Who knows? I didn't get it on the game, but they do it eventually. Like the game is going to be offensively made. You just got to be like aware of it. Like, oh shit, everybody's scoring. They ain't even got no badges. Nobody don't even got high overall yet. And they scoring like that. Damn. Okay, so now you know the game finna be offensively made. So it's key stuff that you guys see.
System was cooked. Shooting was way too easy, right? But you could still have fun if you was cooking little bots and shit. But if you played like certain type of, and I would get sniped from like doing host, like you could speed boost on the damn post scores on the twos and like they had pushing, bro. They had pushing for like 8, 6 months, 7, whatever. Bro, the dribble glitch. This is when everyone figured out how to dribble glitch.
They had pushing for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. I think it was like 2 months. Cause I know niggas was complaining about that shit and got it up out of there. I think it was like 2 or 3 months. I ain't gonna lie. That's like a quarter. You can't lie. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time.
19 was the beginning. You could not get ankle breakers on this hole, right? People would just hold it was fun, but sometimes it wasn't fun. I would fry the people. I beat so many top players, all this and that. It was so fun, bro. It was fun, but it was too broke. You feel me? Like I know a lot of y'all love 19, but dribble glitch, stretch big, that got to go.
Nah, that shit was broke, but like that was the thing though. Like I feel like if everybody could do what they want, you can't really complain. Really, how can you complain? You still gonna win. You still gonna have a high win. Whatever you want to do, you can have that. Like that's how the game was. I don't know. I can't complain about no game like that.
I led the community getting that stretch big patch, bro, and getting the dribble glitch patch. The double takeover was nuts. But you could definitely have fun if you didn't face certain, man. And this is when they could come up to you and just press square and rip you. And your speed boost wasn't really fast enough to really cook certain locks like you could, but it was a real struggle, man. It was a real struggle, but it was broke. 19 had the most potential out of any 2K. Like, they fixed so many different things. It could be the top 2, but there was just so many things up about it that it's bottom tier, you know, but it had so much potential. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. I know y'all like, cause y'all go see the 2Ks I put above it, but it's only because the post scores weren't as broken, the stretch bigs weren't as broke, and there was no dribble glitch, right? You know, now
See, the thing is, it's like, you know how, it's my bad. You know how niggas say, oh, y'all only see the stuff that you're complaining about like 10% of the time. You never see it. Da 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 da. But you complaining about it. You complain about, see, with niggas like this, niggas don't realize this. See, I realized this myself. That's why I said I used to complain about the same shit until I actually realized, like, wait a minute, no, I actually needed that to actually get open, because if I get better at this game, obviously I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to dribble, right? So that was the thing. But what I'm saying is, you know, the 10% thing, when he said what they say, I can't say he the only one saying, oh, y'all barely ever facing this stuff. You can't speak on it. Da da da. Okay. So now that he's getting affected by everything in the game that everybody want to do, right? They want to be a post scorer, a fucking lockdown, all this crazy stuff. So he getting affected by all these people in the community. Now he has a reason to complain about that and use that as a reason to downplay 2K19. See what I just did there? I just basically showed you how they do. I just broke it down to you, right? Anybody that hear this, right? If you hear what I just said and you don't agree with me, then you're just being a moron. You're being stupid. You're being an idiot. You're trying to be dumb. Like, at that point, I just literally explained to you how niggas do it. Just showed you, right? So that's why I say, like, you gotta really check up on people. You gotta really know what they really mean. Like, know, is they really saying what they really saying? For real, you dead ass? All right, let me see what you talking about. You know, that's how you got to do it. You can't be on this shit where you just like, well, I heard this person say this, and you respect them so much that you think they're just right automatically. Like, it's no way he could be wrong. He went all day. Like, that's how people do in this community. Like, y'all don't have backbones. Y'all don't have no way to really get the information out and say, you know what? Maybe this is this way. Like, y'all don't do that shit. That's why I said we need to start getting together and talking about stuff in groups. Even with it don't matter how much subscribers a nigga got, right? To me, I feel like, bro, if you talking, you might as well get on the mic. That's how I feel. Like, why it gotta be somebody who got mad subs and they don't even say much? Niggas saying like one or two things and then say, I'm good. I ain't got nothing. Like, it's like, bro, you ain't even saying shit. It's because you just playing the game, making money. Obviously, right? So I feel like people that got like 20K subs and lower need to start doing that, because it actually is going to bring attention to the game. It's going to bring more attention to the community and what people be saying in the community, right? I really would want that to happen. Like, nip some of this stuff in the bud, right? Because the talking stuff, like, we could do that all the time. Like, it's not hard to do. Anybody could do it. So we gotta do better than that. Like, we gotta do different shit.
2K20. This 2K was hype because of the virus. Okay, it was not a good 2K. It was horrible, but way better than the 2Ks we have now. Same with 19. Where the hell is 2K20? Oh, right here. 2K20. I don't want to put it in front of 19, but I have to. The only reason why is because this is when stretch bigs were eliminated. Now, NBA 2K20, it was way better It was way better than so many 2Ks. It was just too slow, bro. And the dribble glitch was.
You see what I'm saying? That's not really fair to say that. Oh, stretch bigs was eliminated on 2K19. I mean on 2K20, so that's why it's better than that. It's like that can't really like a build, my nigga. Like that's the reason why you would take the game. Like I don't think I could do something like that. Right? I'm still putting 2K22 in my list, and niggas was left, right, cheesing me to death on that game. And I still ended up doing good. Like, you know, just like a little, but it don't really matter. I did good in the game. That's all niggas need to know. So it's like, I wouldn't say that game is ass, because that on 2K21, it started the left-right curry slide, right? Then the left-right got even deadlier in 2K22. This is when everybody was just adapted to the motherfucker. Everybody doing that shit. Just left, right. Like I remember when somebody just was saying that every time, bro. It's just left, right, every game. Every fucking game. Left, right. And I still got it in my top 3 2Ks. Why? Already said this before. But sometimes you gotta say it again. Because it definitely, if it's brand new words, it's because what? There wasn't any other 2Ks better than those 3. That's bad. If the game came out on PS4 and niggas was like, yo, this is new, it's new era, right? Then somewhere around 2K like 2021, niggas was complaining. No, it was like 2K19 or 20, right? Niggas was like, oh, what niggas was saying? Oh, the shit we can't push it further than what it is now. We don't have enough space. That's the excuse they gave the community. I don't know if niggas remember that. I remember that shit because I remember a lot of dumb shit developers and people be saying that's fucking holding us back and doing dumb shit to us. So they said that, right? Niggas got to 2K21. I'm pretty sure that was the first PS5 next gen, right? Real push. And then what happened? They gave niggas basically the same game. It's the same game. Like, they gave niggas the same game with upgraded graphics. Really? That's what we doing? So, wait. So, Mike Wang, I forgot what 2K he said this in. He said, I built this motherfucker from the ground up. You know what that mean? The ground up, you know what that mean? And then you look at the game, you got the same dunk packages, the same passing. Like, how you, like, yo, no boycott on the game that year was just crazy to me. I swear to God. For a nigga to say, I built it from the ground. No, this is what we could do. Look, let's put that same thing towards other games. Let's just put that towards other games. If Epic came out, Fortnite, and they said, we built this game, the new version, from the ground up, what would you think that... Yo, look, you can't, like, I swear to God, you cannot put that on no other game. Yo, you can't even look at another game the same if you say I built that game from the ground up. Like, you can't even do Call of Duty. If they said we built this game from the ground up, do you not think it's gonna play different? What happened with Advanced Warfare when they said we built this game from the ground up? Didn't it play hella different? It was a totally different game. Everybody knew. Yo, this is crazy. I'm saying Modern Warfare 2019 built it from the ground up. It's a new game. It feels different. You hear shoes way louder. Fucking niggas sneaking around. They ain't sneaking. You hear everything. It's a new game. They built it from the ground up. That's building something from the ground up. You don't see the same animation, same gameplay, same, even an increased price. You don't see none of that. It's supposed to be built from. Can you put it on another game? What Mike Wang said, yo, we built this from the ground up, man. Okay, so can we put that on another game? What if we say that? Like, can we put it on another? What if they say we built Super Smash Brothers from the ground up? What if they say we built Mario Kart from the ground up? Just saying. Just regular shit. What if we built? Nah, I can't even say that because that game was ass. But they were supposedly had built Saints Row from the ground up. Look what happened to that. It's just ass. I mean, they did build it from the ground up. It just ended up going back into the ground. Hey, ain't nothing you could do. Ain't nothing you could do. It's a trash game. God of War. Built it from the ground up. Look what happened to it. Did exceptionally well, didn't it? It's crazy. It's game of the year. Like, what the fuck? 2K, they say, yo, we built this from the ground up. You see everything the same. It's the only game that they can say that on. Can't say it for no other game. I'm trying to think about it. Minecraft, did they say we built this game from the ground up, from block all the way up? Is you gonna think it's a different game, or you gonna think it's the same? They just upgraded the graphics, bro. Like any other game, you can't even say it. Can't say that. If they RuneScape, an old ass game, if they say, yo, we built OSRS from the ground up, think it's not gonna be different? It's gonna be somewhat, it might not be crazy different because it's OSRS I'm talking about, but it's gonna be different. It got sailing in the game now. That's different. People ain't seen that yet. Still putting new shit in it. It's an old ass game. They still put. Anyway, moving on. What else games can you? I'm just saying. Like, think about all of that. Doesn't that go into 2K? Like, whatever you got something to do in the 2K, like you playing the game, that adds up. Like, if they keep saying that, you gonna believe them? So you gonna keep giving them the money? You just don't care no more? Like, just like, fuck it, I'm in this shit. I'm in this shit to the ground up. Don't matter what I do. I'm in here to the ground up. Don't matter. It's like, I don't know. They got this new wave. We're going to get to the new wave.
Here, right? This was the first time I lost to players like She Loves Shifty that are like the GOATs. I used to beat them in all the 2Ks, right? I beat so many comp stage legends and people in 2K20. So don't I used to run 3 locks with flow jerk. 2K20, it was too slow. The defense was cooked. I liked the quick stopping. You know, you see that? You see the movement? It was cool, right? Like, it was cool, but it was too slow. Your movement too slow. They could just run up to you, steal the damn ball. The paint beast was broken.
2K20, I had a 6'10 small forward with a 73 ball. And I think I had range extender on silver, and I was shooting it from half court. The only witness I got for that really is Jerry. He was there when I was doing it. So... just saying, if niggas, you talking about people need proof, you show proof. I guess we can ask Jerry if I need proof for that. So, yeah, I'm just throwing that in there.
And they were faster than guards. The locks, they was the two-way slashers, and they was okay, right? But that damn dribble glitch, it was fried. The shooting, it was nice, right? The defense was way better than these newer 2Ks. Only reason I'm putting this above 19 is because it didn't have pushing. The stretch.
The crazy thing that this nigga is saying, he putting this above 19, right? This game has like more stationary dribbling than 19. What the fuck? How did this nigga put this? He talking about just because they eliminated stretch bigs? That's not a good reason, my nigga. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's really not a good reason. I'm not really agreeing with that. I'm not.
Stretch bigs was cooked, and they nerfed post scores. right? That's the only reason I have it above 19, right? Like all those things that made like 19 super broken, the double takeover, all that, like 19 was too broken, or it would be better. The offense on 19, like the movement, the dribbling, way better than 20, okay? Not even close, but there was just too much.
Oh, all right. Glad he cleared that up. You know, I ain't no problems no more. Like at least he did it way better. Okay.
Much broken, right? It was dribble glitching, guys. It was dribble glitching all the way up the court behind them damn brick wall screens that were Hall of Fame, and they was broken as hell. The screens was broken as hell. You could alley-oop cheese on this hoe. It was just so cooked. Like if the game speed was faster, they patched that damn behind the back. Oh my god, that behind the back was so fun. God, I missed that behind the back, bro. I wish they didn't take that out, bro. That I don't know what's wrong with 2K, man. But they went a little slower, all this and that. You had way more control than these newer 2Ks. You know, you can't do this now. Isn't that sad?
You see how in the old 2Ks, you could go 7 for 7, like literally every game. Like you don't even, like in the old 2Ks, even on 22 even, right? You could just shoot and not worry about certain shit. Like, you not worrying about like, damn, is this shit finna give me a bounce back? Is it finna do this? Is it finna like, is it about to give me like he contesting it this way? Like, it was a certain system where you just knew, like, okay, I could green this. Like, whenever I'm catching it or wherever I'm stationary, wherever I'm quick stopping, right? Dribbling, doing something. I know when I can green. Like, you just know, like, I know. Like, it's not even hard to see. It's just so easy. And they took that away from the game. They literally took it away from the game. Like, you could obviously see niggas doing it today, but it's like, bro, everybody's saying the game is easy to shoot. It don't got no D. Like, I seen that in a couple of games. Niggas is jumping on shit, and they giving you like a 22% contest, no yellow. Like, what the fuck? Niggas jumping right in his eyeball. Nigga, just 22%? That's all they get? All right, so it showed me. Like, it don't take long. Like, if it don't matter what defense, I'm pretty sure that player had defense. They was playing literally, in the rec. So they had defense. There's no way they didn't, right? And you jumping on niggas and you can't stop them. All right, 2K26 don't got no D. And they say you could just shoot the lights out. I'm watching All City. This nigga shooting from half court. You shooting like that confident, bro, and in the rec, oh yeah, then you know that shit easy. Like, that's how I look at it. That's how I say, okay, must be just easy shooting. Like, it must be something simple about it. I'm gonna figure that out. So that's what it was in the old 2Ks, man. I ain't gonna lie, you could literally shoot lights out all day, kinda, basically. So it's like, what did you need boost for? See, that's another thing. now niggas is talking about microtransactions. Okay, so that means you got to bring boost into question then, right? You can't just talk about I don't want to pay for no bill, $80, $100, but you sitting up there buying boost. Like, you can't see. We're not about to play that game. We're not doing that. So anybody saying, yo, I'm trying to boycott all this stuff, we gonna see. We gonna see what niggas talking about.
Guys, you know what's so funny?
Everyone
only shot. No one was shooting in 70%. I think I shot like 60 something in this 2K, but most people was shooting in their 50s. Only super tight people was shooting in their 60s, and if they played people on their level, they wasn't shooting in their 60s, guys. You know, but great 2K.
That's something that's true. That I said a long time ago. When you play niggas on your level and consistently, like stage niggas love to say, right? You say, oh my gosh, I'm playing in the fucking stage and I'm busting ass. Okay, so does that mean you playing people on your level? I don't think that mean that. That mean you got niggas randoms pulling up and they just testing they fucking luck. That's all it is. If it's straight your level all day, this is why I would tell you, no way you would leave that stage with more than like a 70 win percentage. Like a 73, 72, something like that. No way you haven't higher than an 80. And you telling me you playing your level of competition all day. How? How the fuck you doing that? Are you cheating? Because they your competition. That mean they just as good as you. Wouldn't that mean that? No, no way in hell. I'm listening to a nigga telling me he's playing his level of comp, but somehow his level of comp is not good as him. Like what? How does that make sense? You see, like you gotta ask the questions. You can't just let niggas say stuff. What is your level of comp? What is your idea level then? Does it mean you get to beat them, but they could actually beat you, but you beating them more than they beat you? That's your level of comp? Gotta ask that. That's why I say it's really no comp. Like, it's really just somebody choosing who they want to play with. They get good with those players, and then they go whoop other niggas' ass who not good playing with their players. That's really what it is at the end of the day. If you want to throw a bone in the air and watch a dog try to catch it, right? That's literally what it is. So it's really not like, I swear that's what it is. I'm not even joking about that. It's really not no comp. Comp is what you make it to be. That's why niggas say my level, my level, my level. What's your level then? What is it? Because if you saying you playing your type of level and they doing exactly what you do, how you beating them every time? All day? You know you fucking lying. You're lying. Your level of comp. Can we continue?
Hey,
Because this nigga ain't lying. He got a lot of valid points in this. But then, like I said, he got some crazy stuff he be saying, obviously. But was he lying when he said that? No. Right? He really wanted to say win percent too. He wasn't just talking about shooting. Because if your shooting is decreasing when you're playing your type of level, wouldn't that mean your win percent is decreasing when you're playing your type of level? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? His name is Swanty Baby Hawk. Who knows?
it was sped up,
I don't know.
and they nerfed so many of the broken things. This is couldn't get games in the park, all this and that. They didn't want to fill it up. Stupid, bro. Such a community. But these 2Ks was way better than what we got now, man. It's kind of sad, bro. But this game was not peak. Maybe this was a beginning or awakening for a lot of people. You know, some people might have touched earlier 2Ks, but they woke up in like 20 or 19, and then that's their era, you know? But yeah. Now 2K21. This is when I'ma lose a lot, even more. This game was horrible, okay? And by the way, this is all next gen 2Ks at this point, right? I'ma put it above 2K20. I know. What the you talking about, say? I know.
Yeah, I think I'm good watching this shit now. It's like he gotta be doing this shit on purpose, man. This nigga just said the worst, one of the worst. I put 2K21 and 25, right? 2K24 and 25 is basically the same thing, but I will accept 2K24 over 25 because you can literally choose your difficulty against niggas online on 2K25. So it's like, bro, how is this game comp? It's not even close. It's just literally an arcade fest. But anyway, 2K25 and 2K21 is arguably the worst 2Ks ever, right? 2K25 and 21, arguably easily the worst 2Ks. He put that shit in front of 2K20, which is one of the games that people be fiending over saying is the best. And then 2K19. Really? Nigga, gotta be smart. Ain't no fucking way, my nigga. All I'm gonna do is listen to the explanation, and then I'm just stopping the video. I'm not finishing it. Cause that's no way a nigga is doing that. Not possible. Let me just see what this nigga gonna say about this game to justify that. That's just too crazy. I gotta see.
It was arcade as hell, saying it was realistic. All these Sim Nation losers, idiots. But look, I'm gonna tell you why I have 21 above 20. And it's simply because the dribble glitch was removed. The paint beat.
See, this is why you can't, like, I don't really take that shit serious. I don't take it serious. Not coming from this. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not taking this shit serious. I'm on to the next one. I think I heard All City said something that was pretty interesting about microtransactions. So we gonna look at this nigga shit because that right there, I don't think that's a good enough reason to be like, you know, 2K21 is better than 20 and 19. I'm not even doing that. Wait. That ain't it.
Boosting where you're going in to sell matches in an event. I'm talking about actually. All right, yeah. So this is just gonna be raw. My thoughts.
This the new wave again. The new wave again. It's about to be monetization. Again, this is about to hit the shit again. So now niggas talking about VC again. Again, bro. Shit. Is this yeah. CJ, where you at, CJ? CJ, shit. Here we go again. What the I don't remember what he said after that, but I know he said, oh shit, here we go again. Right? So what the fuck, like, what is the community? Circles. Who made that song? Post. Like, same shit, same cycle.
Those coming out and speaking out against 2K is huge. Now, that's not to say that a ton of other creators haven't done it at different times, including myself. But right now is the right time, considering what the CFB community and Madden community did to EA, making them fold and removing microtransactions from certain aspects of the game. Now, we as the 2K community, we just want the same. Joe knows he pretty much puts it all on the line to help improve the game. Let's hear what he got to say. I'm going to react along the way.
Shout out to the college football community, creators, everybody that teamed up and actually impacted.
Oh, that was one thing I wanted to say too. I'm glad that I'm like, how did they college community that play college games, right? These niggas made it so that the microtransactions didn't affect the offline mode of the game or something like that. They did something. And it's like, they did that fast. They did it that fast. But the 2K community, they never even attempt. Like, you just can't make this shit up. You can't even make this shit up. Like, is this made up? No, it actually happened. Let me just
change in their community. It was inspirational.
Inspirational?
For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, College Football 27 dropped, and essentially they tried to sneak in microtransactions in an offline game mode. On top of putting those microtransactions in, if you decided not to spend money on the microtransactions, they made progressing through that mode much, much slower.
And that's exactly what...
See, that bar right there is deeper than it is. It's deeper than that. See, not only that, but they did other schemy shit too. Slimy shit. Right? And it's been literally spread out through the history. Right? I said all of this on stream like mad times. Twice. I said this twice. I ain't gonna say mad times. That's not mad times. Right? 2 times I said all of this. And I'm not really trying to keep saying this. I'm not trying to keep saying the same thing. Right? But I said this already. It's deeper because 2K has found a way without niggas recognizing it. Because everybody love doing the same shit. They want to keep you in that line. See, nobody want to recognize that though. See, people like me, I'm outside of that line. I'm no longer complying with 2K. So there's no way really that I should actually be doing better than niggas who's complying in that line. Like, nobody can't really understand stuff like that. Because they don't understand they're paying to win in this game. Nobody can understand that. When you got your whole roster filled up with builds, even if you got 5 of them bitches and you spent $300 or more on the game, why you think you shouldn't do better than me? If you spent $200 on this game, why do you think you shouldn't do better than me? You spent $200. I didn't do that. So why you thinking, like, shouldn't it matter if you do that? Why did you do that? See? You gotta think. What happened? From the beginning to the end, what happened? First, at the beginning, what we was paying for builds, what, $20? What happened? They kept doing schemy shit and nobody said nothing. That's what happened. We all know. It's the same cycle. It's the same thing. We back in 2027, 2K27 news update. Joe Knows is the new face of microtransaction pushing. Now we got another nigga saying he don't like microtransactions in the game. Then 3-4 more years go by, you're going to have another nigga saying he don't like microtransactions in 2K. 3-4 years go by, you're going to have another nigga saying he don't like microtransactions in 2K. Get what I'm saying? Same thing. You just going to keep buying it anyway. It don't matter. This is the type of nigga who's going to have 2-3 accounts filled with builds. Why does he give a fuck about what you're going to do on the game? Ask yourself that. This is why the cycle can't end. This is why right here. They keep getting a new nigga to talk about it. Then what's going to happen? Everybody going to buy the game anyway. Everybody going to pre-order. They're going to say, yo, I got build ideas. They're going to come out with videos on 2K26 about 2K27. It's the same thing. Who said that first? iPod King Carter. Give credit to that nigga. He said that first. It's the same cycle. It's the same. Where that nigga at? Do I gotta check his channel? Is he saying the same thing again? Like, yo, community is done. It's done. This is the reason why I stopped playing the game. All of that. Look at, like, I don't even gotta really look at the video, right? We can see, we know what it's about to be. We already seen this before. Have we not? 2K players want monetization removed too. Have we never seen, like, so wait. So I don't remember really like that, but like 2016, no, not 2000. 2000, when they made bills, was like, okay, we found out that y'all made the bills cost more because, you know, as we're putting our attributes up, that shit like 15K, right? And that's like $5. So it's like we niggas started finding that out, I think around like 2K20 or 21, right? Something around there, right? What happened? Nobody did nothing. Niggas kept buying that shit. They even opened the windows for you to have more builds, and niggas still did that. So what we complaining about? What we talking about? I thought we was already past this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I thought so why the fuck? What day is this? See, I gotta keep checking to make sure I'm not in a different time zone. 3 days ago, she said this 3 days ago. Oh damn, we talking about monetization removed from 2K in 2026 when we already said that in like 2020, 2022, 2023, every year basically. After niggas started finding out the attributes was getting taxed out the ass. 15K, you paying $5 for one bar. That's basically what they telling you. You might not think of it that way because you accumulated some VC from doing a couple of quests. But my nigga, that's a veil. Something is covering it up. It's just making it look like they doing something. And how much VC you get from those quests? 100. You get 100. You ain't getting no thou wow. You ain't getting 500. Niggas getting 100 VC from completing a quest. Are you dumb? What does that mean? That means you play like 5 My Career games just to complete that one fucking quest, and that shit gave you 100 VC. Something ain't adding up with that. I think it been adding up. I think they been found out that nobody give a fuck about the money. You just gonna buy the game anyway. That's how it's been going. So don't even really gotta look at this. We already know what he about to say. We know what's going on. So I could just skip this. I literally don't gotta look at it. It's the same shit. Same thing. That's how we do. That's how I do. I don't know how other people do. We already heard all of this before. See, look where's that. Why would I look? I ain't no point of looking at that.
The probability
what
of
we
me
listening
understanding
to
this is 0.
You should AI that with Copilot.
Explain it to me like.
Let me see.
Progressing in the game. The 2K community.
Wait, hold on.
The college football community.
He did say something
complained
important.
about pay progression. Their creators
In
stood
one of these
together,
shits.
and their players all rallied behind one message. In turn, EA removed pay progression. Meanwhile, NBA 2K players have complained about VC and VC prices for more than a decade. So why are we still paying extra money just to make?
See, niggas, I wouldn't say niggas was complaining more than a decade, right? I would say like I said, the complaint started when niggas started noticing niggas was getting taxed. Like, let's be honest, the bills was kind of over $50 at that point, and niggas was like, all right, bro, now you making us pay over 50 and you taxing us on them bars? Nah. See, that's when niggas really started getting loud over it, but they ain't really do nothing, though. Ain't really nothing happened. So let me, I just want to.
Are my players usable? Maybe the biggest thing stopping change isn't 2K. Maybe it's us. A lot of players feel like my career progression is heavily dependent on VC. Newer players saying that reaching a usable overall without buying currency just feels unrealistic, especially if you have a 9 to 5 in the family. And that's not to mention the seasonal progression. Players have also criticized expensive seasonal progression advantages like the max plus ones and max plus twos, not to mention the cap breaker at
I wonder if he gonna mention that Mike Wang said it wasn't gonna never be like that. Mike Wang came on a camera, his own face, no AI. Nigga said, yo, we not gonna have no reason for y'all to say it's pay to win. Right? When you buy the season pass, we're not gonna have advantages. What the first thing they do? Slip the +1 arm sleeve in that bitch. That was the smallest shit. It's like, you're not even seeing that. Cause it's just the +1. It's like, yo, it ain't really hurting nothing. But who said it first? I think Bruno Simeon was like, yo, this how they gonna get us. They slipping this in there already? A +1? Like, that's all of a suddenly the next year you see Max is in that fucking seat. My nigga, you can't even make this shit up. He literally lied in 1 year. 1 year. It took him 1 year to lie. 1 year? And niggas still want to pay max cash for 2K. Can't even make it up. That's a GG in my book. Ain't no way the community could recover from that. How? It's pay to win season. This why I started complaining about the boosting. That's why I say, you know what? The pay to win shit is killing my gameplay. That's what it's doing. Swante was one of the first niggas to say it. They making you pay to dribble. Like, nobody don't remember this shit? How I'm the only one remembering? That's it? Just me? Damn, what happened to niggas in this shit? That's what I used to talk about. What happened? Happened to the OGs. Nobody, like, do niggas not remember none of that shit? Paying the dribble was one of the first things niggas was talking about. So how come you think they wouldn't affect nothing else in the game? Why would you think they wouldn't affect nothing else in the game? Why? Give me a reason why you wouldn't think they gon'. I never thought. I was like, yo, there's no way they can actually fuck up the shooting. That's the number one. They fucked it up. In 2K23, that was the first 2K niggas started seeing they could actually fuck the shooting up. Wow, I can't believe this. Then 2K24, they perfected it. They actually broke the shooting without breaking the shooting. Niggas is running their fucking mouth talking about, I'm shooting 58%, bro. That's on you. Meanwhile, they're boosting the whole fucking year. They not even mentioning that shit. What about the boosting? What about the multiple builds, bitch? What about your advantage over me? Just automatically, just because you paying more. What about that? I can't say nothing about that. It's all now because I'm broke. I'm broke. You broke. You don't want to pay. That's the new answer. Just gotta question these things. This is real shit. Niggas want to talk about microtransactions again. How? Just want to know how. How is it possible? You want to talk about microtransactions again? That shit don't make no sense to me. That's all I want to know. Just the shit that I'm saying. Is it an answer for it? Like I would like to know. We starting to get to the point where YouTube is allowing us to communicate better with the community, right? Right. So now I can reply with my voice. That's some hot shit to me. I'm like, yo, hey, that's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fire. I can't wait to use that. I can't wait till a nigga say some stupid shit. So I can be like, oh, now I can reply with my voice.
Level 40. 2K trying to persuade you guys to pay to play, pay to progress. These
Hold on, he said
exact
something else
rewards in
important
the
than what
season are closely tied to additional spending. Period. Point blank. Pay for the pass, pay your way to level 40, level skip your way all the way up, which usually comes to an additional $70+, and you get these in-game advantages and you don't have to wait so long to have them. Otherwise, you're grinding about a week and a half just to get there. And those are for players who play consistently day in and day out. Lord knows how long it takes for them players who only have an hour or two throughout their day. I believe we need to take a unified front on these issues with microtransactions, and it's not simply asking 2K to remove all microtransactions because that's unrealistic.
See, that's unrealistic, right? That's unrealistic, right? See, that's why I said just don't pre-order the game. I feel like not pre-ordering the game would just get them shook. I mean, they lost in a while, right? They lost the smallest amount of money probably possible, right? And then they say, yo, the next year after that, you can pre-order the game again and get it 7 days early now? Why did they do that? Because they only lost a little bit of money. And then it was before that, I think in 2K20 and 21, right? They asked the community, they said, why are you leaving 2K? Is it because of Fortnite, Call of Duty? Why did they ask that? Why? How come they can ask you a question, but you can't use your brain and ask them a question? Like that to me is crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. And nobody don't want to make these niggas panic. The only way they get them panicking, what I say, money talk. That's the only way you're going to get 2K to see you really want to change. That's the only way. I said this in a video. I didn't even have to do a stream. I did a video on this. That's the only way you're going to get 2K to change. Do you think you're going to get them to change now when it comes to this? No, hell no. They got niggas spending all their money. They getting all their builds. They got lineups going crazy. Yo, you need a center? You need a power forward? I got you. I got every build in the line. I got 2 of them. What you need? You need a shooting guard? I got 3. I got 3. What you need? You need a defensive one, a 3-point hunting one, or like it's somewhere in the middle. Like what you want? I got it all, baby. If a nigga could say that to you, why would you think 2K gonna listen to this? Just any of this microtransaction bullshit that niggas want to bring up at any of this time. Like, what are we talking about? What? I just want to know what we talking about. Just that's the reason how we can skip this, right? Like it's like, what are we talking about? We saying the same stuff. It's not nothing different, but something else he did say important though. Hold on.
Oh no, 2K is a business, they need to make their money. But a clearer and more precise argument that the community can rally behind is for 2K to remove paid my player progression. This means players shouldn't have to pay for animations. They've already purchased their build. That's like buying a car with no wheels. Also, we shouldn't be buying attributes to gain a competitive advantage. Playing basketball alone should be the primary way. And like I said, keyword here, primary way to improve your my player.
And that's what 2K did on 2K18. They kind of almost had the formula good. right? You could earn your badges in the park. They added that as a feature, and niggas was like, "Yo, that's so fire!" And the community started going crazy talking about other features they could possibly add. Right? Niggas was going crazy at that time with the features, saying like with the ideas. I'm saying after that, like a couple years went by, the community just noticed the 2K ain't listening to shit. Definitely with Agent exposing that, everybody really we ain't really caring no more because y'all not even they not gonna listen. This nigga Agent did a documentary series and he put money into the shit to see what the fuck was going on. Why we not like we can't get one change? We can't get something going. Like we can't get a vote on some shit. Like we could like everybody want it, so we gonna get it. Like nope, can't do nothing. So it's like yo, after we heard all of that, I think that's why the 2K community stopped caring about it. Lack of care is just like, that's gonna help them, and then now they could do anything they want to you because you don't care no more.
Not buying VC and then applying that VC to your player bill. And for those players who are working a 9 to 5, got a family, and don't got time to invest into the game, this will be all that much easier if 2K made this adjustment because there will be so many more players at the same skill level. A ton of other players who also have families and work 9 to 5. If nobody's able to buy their way up, then the game becomes fair. So when you get on your 1 or 2 hours per day, you won't be out there playing against sweats who have paid to progress. Another argument we can make in regards to removing my player pay progression is for players who actually purchase the full price game. They should be able to create a usable build that can compete online without being persuaded or pressured to spending significantly more. Why is that a lot to ask for? The keywords here are play to progress.
That's like, remember what I say. I keep saying this stuff. It's the same stuff. I already said this. I literally said this shit like 50 million times. Whenever it was niggas talking to me, I said this shit almost every time. How can you buy the full edition of this game? Over $100, and you can't make a full build. How does that make sense? How is VC not exclusive to the game when that's the main currency you using to buy everything in the game? That doesn't make any sense. You can't use VC to purchase a season pass. How does that make sense? VC in 2K is gems on Clash of Clans. Right? Isn't that basically the same shit? It's virtual currency. But for some reason, you can't use it to buy the season pass, which you can do on every other game that got a season pass that has a currency. You can use it to buy the season pass. You can do it on every game I know. Every game I played that got a season pass that has currency you can buy in the game can use it to buy the season pass in that game. That's every game I play. There ain't no game that ain't got it. If you know a game, you gotta say it. You can't just say, well, he lying and he don't know what the say the game if you know the game. If you don't know it, then I know what I'm talking about then. You could even look it up. I think you can. Nah, you probably can't look this up. It probably ain't got. I don't know if they would have enough data on that for you to just say, "Oh, 2K is the only game that don't have a season pass you could buy with the virtual." I don't think you could. I don't know. I might have to do that myself actually, because it's just crazy. That's something that's like, the 2K community is telling me that they're buying the game full price. They can't get a full build, right? Then on top of that, they're buying what is it? Packs for boosts, Gatorade stuff, all of that. Like so you're telling me you doing all of that, but at the same time, you don't even have a full build after you bought the full game? What the hell? How is that possible? How is that a thing? So wait a minute, you're an 85 overall. You're not even a 99 yet. You're not even a 90, and already you got boost, you got Gatorade, and you ready to play. Like, no problem there. Ain't no problem. Like, the only way I wouldn't see a problem with that is if it didn't cost that much. But guess what happened? You don't got a full build and you bought the full game. You put the most money into the game on the launch of the game, and you didn't get a full build. You gotta actually think about stuff like that. You know, it's not a full build. You still short. Why would they do that? They might as well just make it so you can just get a full build. And I'm talking about both ways. Like, both ways. Like, full build all the way to 99. They might as well just release it. Right? And then a full build, meaning you can go to 85 by just spending the regular amount. Like, okay, basically what I'm saying is this. You buy the regular game for $70 or $80, how much it costs. And then you should just be able to have a full build that's 85. Or whatever the highest overall is. Without you spending any money. That's basically what it is. Because you already bought the full game. It's not like you like, well, I only put $70, $80 into it. Right? I'm saying for the niggas who bought the extra editions, the Jordan, whatever edition they got that year. You put the full amount into it and you still couldn't get a full maxed out build on day one. You had to still use extra shit to get it right. That's weird. That should have been weird to the community. I don't know. I just said like 3 different explanations. I think. So if niggas can't get that, I don't really know what to say. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And I think he said something else. Hold on.
Progress, not
My
pay
bad.
to play. And that's the dynamic that we in the 2K community need to work to change. So if you guys watching feel like my player progression should be earned by playing NBA 2K and not purchased after buying NBA 2K, leave one comment in the comments section. Play to progress. We don't need every 2K player to agree on everything that's wrong with NBA 2K. We only need players to agree that playing the game should be the real primary path toward progressing in the game. The 2K community.
See what you just said right there? That's important. But is the 2K community going to hear that? I don't think so. Because they never heard it before. That saying right there is way over niggas' heads. It's too far gone. I don't think nobody is really like linked up like that. They just gonna say, bro, you ass, you not trying to pay for the game or something like that. They gonna tell you something. That's all it really be these days. Is everybody gonna tell you something. It's crazy. Nobody don't want to really talk about it. They don't really want to talk about the real issues. And the real issues is affecting the community so much that the game could just be ass and niggas still gonna buy it. Like, it don't even matter no more. Like, that's literally, like, so easy to break down. It's just such an easy thing to do for this, because this community, right, it just, it sucks that nobody don't really be thinking around. Like, nobody be thinking around this bitch. That's what I mean. It's kind of bad to say, but nobody don't really think on this stuff. It's real stuff that affect the community. Like, niggas can say, oh, that's for every community kind of, like, not really though. Like, they don't have no community where people just gonna buy the game anyway. Look what happened in Vanguard. Call of Duty Vanguard was a flop. I mean, to me it was. Like, I don't know. But that, I ain't buy it. Right? That was the only Call of Duty I think I didn't buy in the franchise. It's crazy. But yeah. Shit happens. You know? You gotta make up a stand somewhere. You can't just allow niggas to do what they want. Cause now you got Ronnie he gonna pop out and tell you he liked the attention of negativity. Even though he ain't even really like, what is he doing for 2K? Nothing. All he doing is just popping up in photos. He probably doing other shit, obviously, right? Duh. Like he worked for them. But I'm just saying, like, on a regular, niggas gonna just look at him like, bro, you just pop up in photos with NBA players showing them they overall and shit. You're not that important. You know? Not to us. And then Mike Wang, all he do is just pop up the lie every year. To every new 2K nigga that pop up at 2K Day or whatever they want to do, have a field trip, he gonna lie to that person. And he gonna tell him whatever. And that person gonna come back to the community and tell us whatever. That's how it go. And then you're gonna buy the game. You're gonna say, you know what? They said that shit was fire. They said they got like 7 different parks. They finna finesse niggas crazy this year. I mean, if GTA is supposed to be GTA, why when you think 2K about to turn up the finesse? They about to have like 8 different parks. You probably could just go through all of them. Just like the shit is, they probably fixing the latency right now. I'm talking about, man, they about to have this shit probably cleaned up. Ain't no way they about to say, yo, we about to do another copy and paste. Hold on.
We have one last chance to make this happen, and it's here. It's right now. It isn't necessarily about VC anymore. It's more so about the community coming together and taking a stand. And the fact is, it's bigger than the game.
Not when GTA 6 coming out. Nah, they can't do. Hey, I'm just saying. This is, like, at this point, you gotta start laughing at this shit. You got it's like foresight. I know what they about to. It's no way. You telling me that again they about to copy another game is basically about to take 30% of your community's base, right? We ain't saying everybody leaving the community. That's dumb. That's stupid to say. People still gonna buy and support 2K. It don't matter what game drop. Niggas only gonna play GTA for like 6-7 months and they gonna be done with it. They not going. Nobody's gonna keep playing the game that hard like how they think they is. I know this already. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy, but anyway. Oh man, like sometimes you just gotta laugh at this shit because people like me is at the point where we already seen all of this, seen it all. It's nothing that could be said that we ain't seen already, right? The newest dilemma was the shooting shit. That was the only new dilemma that we seen. So what is basically new here? What is new? Nothing.
When we stand together, it's easy to create demands. We no longer want to pay to compete progression system. We need faster VC earned through gameplay. We also need that free build respec, the option to respec our build, especially when 2K is consistently dropping patches that change the gameplay in front of us, rendering the builds that we're currently on damn near unusable with their latest and constant patch updates.
That's what I'm saying. See how you can say that? We already know this to be true. We know, like, through experience, right? Experienced players, veterans. Basically, you could be a veteran at a game and not be the best, right? You don't have to be the best to be a veteran at something. But like some people, they consider you one of the best if you say that. Like, you only could realize these things if you paying attention to what you doing. Right? Me, most games I play, if it's not Arcadia, I'ma pay attention to that shit. Right? Like, I am looking for things. I'm searching for whatever I need to, search for in order to improve whatever I'm doing. Like, I'm searching, I'm looking at every corner. I'm like, not right away for everything, but most of the time, like, if I'm really playing that game, I'm gonna be like, all right, time for me to step my game up, time for me to do something, right? Because there ain't no way I'm gonna keep playing this if I'm just gonna be a normal nigga. Like, I gotta at least get above that line, right? So that's what happens, you know. But anyway, back to what this nigga was saying.
We also need meaningful my career
Right.
progression offline. And we want fair seasonal rewards, not rewards.
All of this stuff right here that he was just talking about, 2K not doing that. Why would they allow you what do they say? Respect builds? I remember niggas brung that up. I said, yo, that's kind of fire. I remember that. I was like, oh nah, they not gonna do that though. Cause that just sounds stupid. That sound dumb. It sound Riri. Like, the only way you could actually think about a respect build is if you like retarded. I'm not gonna lie, you kind of got to be retarded. And there I go saying the R word. This is how my shit don't reach, you know, every audience that it could reach. There I go saying the R word. The only reason why I say that though is because you just gotta think about the traffic and the way 2K developed the community to be. That's basically how you got to look at that. Like, y'all would buy every bit. Like, all City got always builds. I'm not saying he didn't grind them, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. Right? He making money off the game. It's not gonna affect him. Doesn't give a fuck. Right? But he could take a stand. He already knows how it is. He know, like, bro, niggas. I play with niggas in my Discord. I'm not an idiot. I know niggas got jobs. They got kids. Not everybody is up to par with getting ready to play 2K and, you know, trying to be a GOAT and shit. They just want to get on, play with people that's good so they won't get sold. So that's what a Discord, that's why he made his Discord. I'm pretty sure he would say that. So he knows what it's like for a nigga to not try to really pay a lot of money on this game. They just like, no, I got shit to do. I got bills to pay. I'm not trying to do that. I ain't got $170 for 2K this year. Good on that. Right? So he could speak on it because his experience, he know niggas. See? It's different. Everybody can't say the same thing. The only way you could really say certain stuff is if you experienced it, you know people, you deep into the shit. He got a whole Discord full of grown adults that got jobs and kids and wives and all of that shit. So niggas is gonna know. That's basically playing with randoms. If you didn't understand me, you know, I just gotta say that for the niggas who can't understand what I'm saying. That's basically playing with randoms. So what does that mean? He gonna be more experienced. He's gonna actually kind of know what a nigga going through, most likely, on the game, right? So wouldn't that means buying into the game is basically pay to win at this point? Technically, you can say that, right? I mean, we passed it already. I think what was the 2K21 where they basically did it. 2K21 is basically where they started pay to win, right? So all of this other stuff that we've been hearing, it's basically just bullshit, you know? Because the game has never been fire. After that, basically, next gen versions of the game never been fire. Don't know about 2K22 next gen, but I know 2K22 PS4 current, whatever niggas want to say. That was good. That was, you know, it was good, and just for 2K because there is no other good 2Ks. Like there isn't you can't really look at any other 2. You know, it's not a good handful. So you gotta pick what you could pick. So 2K22 is definitely one of the good 2Ks, right? That's what everybody would say. Most people, I think. So, you know, God, you really, like, I'm telling, man, it ain't really got to be that deep. But when you really try to get into this shit, right? I remember I heard whatchamacallit say that. What's his name? Unknown TV. What the fuck? I don't remember what the fuck this nigga name is. But something TV. He was like, when you start really paying attention to this shit, and you really try to figure it out, you really see, like, it's like you going under the covers. You know, like you looking at the bed, you know what I'm saying? You ain't sleep yet. But as soon as you go under the covers, it's feel different, ain't it? It's either hot or cool. So I don't know, man. I feel like the experience part is really big, man, in this community. And I don't think you get that from playing with the same niggas. Right? That's a big one. That people wouldn't really. They're gonna say, nigga, I ain't playing comp all day though. I ain't playing comp. You're not playing comp. It's like, how are you saying that? So you saying while you're playing comp and you playing with your same niggas, you figuring out all this stuff. You figuring out that randoms ain't paying all this money. You figuring out that a lot of niggas they boosting, they still getting sold. You figuring out all of this, huh? By playing with the same people all day with a 90 win percent. You figuring all of that out? Really? Really, buddy? Nah, you're not really figuring. Unless a nigga is doing like this, like I'm not saying he the only one, but I'm saying it's an example, right? You got a Discord or something set up or something where you talking to a lot of people at once and they could chit chat with you. You get like all day, even like, not like a YouTube fashion, but just like a different type of messaging like system, right? So we know you could call people on the Discord. You could do all of this, right? So just that alone is gonna get him connected with a lot of other people. And that's gonna get you experienced in other shit that you wouldn't even know about if you was playing with the same niggas talking about you got a 90 win percent. No lies. No lies detected.
Wars that persuade players to get an advantage if they pay their way up. And whether the community agrees with every item, that isn't relevant anymore. The point is giving the community a single argument that they can point to instead of scattering thousands of.
I ain't gonna lie, I think he said what I wanted him to say already in this one. I think he got one more. No, he just made this 4 hours ago. Let me see what's good. And I think that's
didn't
it.
finish college.
I think that's really all I wanted to talk about.
Go to college.
I think I
it was such a long.
Right.
What if for just one day?
What the fuck was it? I had the past first PG stuff, microtransactions, and then I was just talking about it's not nothing new. That's basically I could literally rename the stream that and just say, you know what? Nothing new here. Nothing new to see. That could be the title. Nothing new to see. It's the same stuff. Same circle. Same shit. Merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. I don't remember the song after that. I just remember Merry-go-round. That's all I remember.
Hey, nobody bought VC. Not one person.
I see. I like where he going, but he took it too far, right? He took it way too far. Nobody buying V. You can't go that far. You can't go that far. To community, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that. That's too much.
Appreciate you guys
What
tuning
the
in. Today, I want to try something different. This isn't going to be a rant video. And this is not going to be me telling y'all what y'all should do with your money. I just want to pose the question. What would actually happen if every single 2K player decided, not today, no VC? Could it actually happen? Highly unlikely. The obvious answer, we probably lean towards no. The community, we've never agreed on anything. People want different things. Some want huge changes to gameplay. Some want changes to defense. A lot of players want changes to shooting. They want tempo removed. Some players want different builds. Other players want archetypes back in the game. But just for today, let's just pretend. Let's pretend somehow it did happen. Every 2K player does not purchase VC on day one of the release of NBA 2K27. What do you think happens to 2K if the community banded together to make a statement like that? Would 2K panic? Probably not. Would they notice? Absolutely. You see, because most companies like 2K, they monitor.
He tripping, right? He tripping. He talking about would they panic if nobody bought VC day one? Would they panic? I guess this nigga, I don't think he was there when niggas started leaving 2K to play other games. And then 2K was like, yo, why y'all leaving the 2? Why would they, if they wasn't losing no money at the time, if everybody already bought the game, right? Why would they say that? That's a panic button. Why would they come out with the game saying you could come out, you could buy the game, pre-order it or whatever, and get it 7 days early? After so long, you couldn't even do that. I think that's a panic button. And that was right after they said they lost money. I think they said they lost like 6% or some stupid shit. It's like, nigga, that's a low ass number. You know damn well y'all don't give a fuck about that 6. So it's like, okay. Fuck we doing? We talking about? That's too deep. You gotta walk in the see the community, they outside. Right? You gotta walk them up to the building first. They ain't even touched the bit. They don't even know the building is this. Don't even know where they live. Don't know the address. That's where we at. We at that part. Once you tell the community the address, then we can meet up at the address. That's where we gotta do that first. Like we gotta actually tell niggas the address. Like, yo, this where their headquarters be. Know what I mean? Not no crowd. Niggas, obviously, I'm sarcastic. I'm saying, gotta meet up at the address first before we even talk about anything. We ain't even see each other yet. Gotta see each other first. Meaning, what does that mean? These niggas gotta go to other niggas' chats and talk to them. They can't just be talking to us in their videos. Go to other niggas' chats. Use your main account and go talk to people. How about that? When that means something, if you using your main account to go to other niggas like, yo, what do you think about us going to other people and saying, don't buy VC this year? Just this year, just don't buy it, or, just don't pre-order. I think don't pre-order is the best one. I think that's good. Because not pre-ordering is giving them it's giving them like, what? We ain't got no numbers? We ain't got no money? This man saying going past the pre-orders, all of that, and just saying, yo, we not going to buy VC though. Nigga, you bought the game already. What the hell does that matter? You already bought the game. You already own it. You know you gonna grind. You know you're not letting this year go by. You need the content. We not even about to go down that road, right? We not doing that. So that's you gotta say don't pre-order. That right there is way better. It's way better. Gonna shock the hell out of them. They ain't even gonna see it coming. They gonna be like, damn, we only got like 4K off that shit. Damn, we only got like 200K off that pre-order. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen the next day. The next day only get like 135K. Damn, we even get 400K off this shit yet? Damn, we can't even see when you do something like that. They can't jump you. Basically, that's basically what it is. It's jumping niggas. They jumping us. Because when they get that pre-order money, just like these dumbass niggas did for GTA 6, everybody want to say, I'm just going to pre-order GTA 6. I don't give a damn. Go ahead then. Do you? The game's still going to be out on the same day. You still going to play it as everybody else on the same fucking day. So go do your thing. Pre-order that shit, bro. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Do your thing, shorty. But don't be mad if this game is ass. Don't be mad if they do something you don't like. Don't be mad if the story mode got something in it you don't like. Don't say nothing about you already pre-ordered. You done. You already did your thing. Don't get mad at it. Like, ain't no point. See, me, I can get mad at it. I ain't pre-ordering it. I'm not buying it until I see the disc. They said they was going to bring the disc. Let me see it. All right, now I'm going to buy it. I got it. That's how I'm going to get GTA 6. I don't know about everybody else. Now, if they decide, yo, we just not going to put no disc, okay, now I ain't got no choice but to get the digital. But they pulling a fast one. They got a fastball coming literally around the corner. Niggas ain't even seeing it. Digital. These niggas, PlayStation talking about they going digital after 2028. Why would they say that right after they ain't even know GTA said they had a disc. They did. Did they know? Did they know that shit? Jump the gun on that real quick, huh? Just, all right, yo, it's all over. We ain't got to worry about this no more. No more hardware. No more softies. No more this. No more maps. Niggas ain't getting shit. No booklets. Nigga, you get a case with a number in it and go put that bitch in. That's what they telling you. That's where we at in this motherfucker. That's where we at in gaming. Matter of fact, that's a whole nother pasta. That's a whole,
Revenue, daily users, retention, and spending
that's a whole
habits.
nother pasta.
So if on day one spending drops significantly and sharply, it would likely become something
gaming
that
ain't even looking good. The last thing we gonna get out of gaming that's good is GTA 6 probably. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, obviously other stuff is gonna be good after that, but it's like, really? I think after GTA 6 you can say, yo, the gaming era, the golden age is really like, not even the golden age. You can't even say that. It's way past that. But just the smell of it, just smelling it, it's gone. It's over. Like once they hit the digital wave, it's a wrap. It's over. Cause now they got, all right, look what they did to some of the games already. Pulled them out the PlayStation store, pulled them out the Xbox store. Niggas ain't seeing that shit. Nah, right? You ain't seeing it because it ain't your favorite game. But let them niggas say, yo, we pulling GTA 5 out. We pulling the plug. What if they say we pulling the plug on GTA 5? They literally just came out with DLC just now, right? What if in like 6 years they be like, all right, we done with GTA 5. Y'all had y'all fun. We cutting off the servers. Would niggas get mad at that? Yo, niggas just can't see that. Nobody sees that. And it's gonna be on digital on PC. PC niggas do whatever they want to do with their shit. They do whatever they want to do. Console is different. Can't do what you want to do. No mods. You ain't doing none of that. What the fuck? PC could do what they want to do. Can't say it's not on that level. Can't even talk about them. This is specifically going to affect people who go out to buy this stuff. Like consoles, they like, oh man, I'm going to go to GameStop tonight. It's affecting that. So that's, man, gaming is critical right now. I ain't going to lie. It's really crazy. It's not looking good.
Executives would have to investigate, mainly because it differs from expected launch time behaviors. And the executives are the people that the 2K community needs to get the attention of. Let me help.
Alright, fuck them executives. Really, it's just fuck whatever niggas talking about at this point, right? Because we all heard it before. Excuse me. We seen this before. We heard it before. It's not nothing different. Now it's like, all right, what? After I just played those, what did we hear that was brand new that would make you be like, oh man, that's something to, that's something to pay attention to right there, dog. That is really it. That is, oh, look, Jay Easy, he said Swante started a war. I don't know what he said. But he said he started, I don't know. Let me see.
University of Phoenix feels built for real life because it is. Some schools say
4-second shot clock, so 24 minus 8 is 6. So what's that? 16. So day 16, but then we 8, but 8 times 2 is 16, and then 16 plus 4, 14. I mean, is 16 plus 8. Anyway, it's 24, man. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, man. Look, man, I can't. It's hard to do math right here. 16 and 8 is 24, bro. But anyway, a lot of people are saying, especially the guy, hey, King Jordan, a famous bull or what have you. He's saying that it's D Rose, the Legend Edition, man. Hey, they got that Rose up there, man. Hey, some of y'all probably got nightmares because y'all probably saw the Rose and probably started hating, just start punching the air because you seen the Rose, because you probably seen it in your bedroom and was like. Hey, but anyway, I digress, man. I had to throw that joke in there. Hey, some people got it because they ain't insecure, and that's what they woman like. They like the rosy stroke, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, I ain't no hater. I just appreciate it. Hey, you hit her with the rosy stroke. She might be like, hey, it is what it is. So, hey, I don't know nothing about that, man. But hey, you might know something about it. If you do, hey, holla at your boy. Put a rose down there in the bottom. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, man. Hey, man, we here to make them. You know what I'm talking about? We here to make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? We trying to have them looking like Halle Berry.
Nah, niggas talking about put a rose down.
Man, anyway, let me get off of that, man. Anyway, they said, hold on, let me grab my. This dude silly, man. He said, hold on, let me grab a Zed because I know they won't get patched. Yeah. Boy, y'all boys silly, bro. Like, why do people, like, what's up with the whole antagonizing 2K with the Zen and stuff like that, man? My man, he got a whole bunch of stuff right here. You know, it is what it is. We got the millions. Hey, only 8 days excitement already. It's already hit the buzzer before the game even starts. Hey, man, I can't get mad at that, man. And then the community, they got some other stuff they're talking about with this, man. Hey, my man says, so Derrick Rose is going to be the legend cover athlete. Very likely that is going to be the case. That would be dope if it was. Hey, Dan says, y'all just gonna show sweaty pictures. Y'all just gonna show sweaty pictures in 8 days that make people think that there's some kind of improvement in graphics. Bro, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop with this stuff, man. Hey, we got get your credit up. Get your credit up, making another hey, I told y'all yesterday about getting your credit up, man. Y'all gotta go back and watch that video or that short that just dropped. But anyway, he says if there's not an announcement of parting ways with Ronnie 2K and Baluba, I promise we do not care, bro. Come on, man. You can't be calling for people jobs and stuff like, man, this stuff, man. That's crazy right there. Hey, my man Kurt Johnson says, honestly, wasn't impressed with NBA 2K26. So unless I see something crazy in the trailer and the gameplay, I'll skip this year, and rightfully so. And that's exactly what everybody should do. If you're not happy with the product that they're putting out, you should skip the product. Period, point blank. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just skip it. The only reason that we even play the game if we don't like, I don't play games I don't like. So the 2Ks that y'all didn't see me play a lot of, I did not like those 2Ks. So that's why I didn't play. But if I liked the game, I played it. I'm not one of those people that just be like all the Call of Duties. I had so much motion in Call of Duty, but I didn't like those Call of Duty games, so I didn't play them, and that stunted my growth. And hey, here we are right now, man, and we move over to 2K, and my problem is I do the same thing with these 2Ks when I should just be gutting it out and playing them, just like I'm gonna do next year, man. We're gonna see how it happens, man. Hey, Ant says the community is so desperate. This community is so desperate that this is never gonna change, man. And you're absolutely right, because the community is so desperate. At least you didn't say something silly like content creators are so desperate that it's never going to change.
You see what I'm saying? That's a good comment from that dude right there. That shit should have got liked up like a motherfucker. Yeah, it's community, man. You're right, man. That's a good comment right there.
The community is so desperate that it's never going to change, because change can be made, but change can only be made by the community. Content creators can bring some vision to it or whatever, but we can't organize nothing to get, it ain't like this. It's not like.
But that's only like, obviously that's towards certain things like the money shit. Obviously it's the community, but when it come to the money, man, when it come to the money, it's us. Like you putting money into a system that you claiming that it needs some type of change, but then you just keep putting it in there. Like it's, listen, you could almost damn near compare that shit to, IRL. Certain things you can look at around the world. You know what I'm saying? But putting money into certain things, shit ain't happening. Like shit ain't working. But it's all good. Anyway, back to 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like the community. That's basically what it is. You gotta look at that. It can't be on the devs that they're putting out a product that's ass and the community is eating it up. Like, can't be possible. But you could blame the devs for putting out an ass product and expect the niggas not to notice. That's definitely something you could say. Like, niggas is noticing you putting out some ass shit. Can't act like this shit ain't ass. But then they want all this extra money. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's why the community had to be the thing that stopped it from happening. Whatever was going to happen with 2K, if it's like going to get whatever it's due, it was because of the community. But since the community, like, nah, I'm just going to play it anyway. Don't care. Like, niggas literally not being real with themselves. And I think this is like a top 5 thing that the 2K community got problems with. It's just being real with themselves, right? Nobody doesn't want to sit there and tell themselves, like, you know what? If I wasn't doing all of this shit, nobody would even play with me. Like, if I wasn't buying all these builds, I wasn't doing what other niggas telling me to do, niggas wouldn't even have me on their friends list. Nobody don't want to say that. It's the ego game is deep in 2K. It's deep in its roots. Nobody wouldn't never like you like. I'm not trying to, be funny, but I could use myself as an example. I show my losses. I show everything that's happening, even though I could complain about it. So it's happening on stream, videos. I be talking about stuff that's like niggas would not really touch. Nobody don't really want to talk about. And it's like that's how you really find out the true essence of what you're doing. Like, you can't not talk about it. You can't just be like, you know what, I'm gonna avoid that side of the community that talk like that, because I feel like they just ask. Like, when you say something like that, I feel like you just being ignorant. Then you just doing it on purpose. You want to be ignorant at that point. You saying, nope, I don't want to understand nothing they got going on. I don't want to know nothing. But then you talk the way you talk. To me, that's weird. Weird shit. And I'm talking about the negative weird, the bad weird. Not the good weird, the juicy weird, the funny weird, the cool weird, the bad weird. That you don't want to hang around them type of niggas weird. So, just saying. Just saying. Believe it to be true. That's what I believe that. I'm just saying, just me. My opinion. Just my opinion.
Like
that's all.
Not like, the bus, the Montgomery bus boycott or nothing like that. Like they set it up. They set it up and put Rosa Parks on the bus, and then that got everything rolling. Like, you had to have an event that was so outrageous that everybody said, hey, there's like everybody wanted to boycott, but then they still had to get to work. So then, so you had to have a group of people that set it up, got everybody outraged, and then help people get to work, and then just organize the whole thing. Like, you don't have to have that, because you got to have the people first. The people wanted to do something.
See, and that's the reason why I said groups. What they had going on was a perfect example. So I fuck with these niggas heavily. They literally did everything right. And they don't get really, how I look at it is sad, right? Nothing that should get, I said nothing that should get, yeah. What am I trying to say? I'm saying that something that should get recognition in this game doesn't get recognized at all. Like, the fact that these niggas had podcasts and stuff set up, like, it's some other person in the 2K community that was doing it too. They had badge plugging them niggas and shit, and they was doing host things of talking about topics and shit. But I don't think they doing it no more. I haven't checked up on them in a while. I might have to go see, because I haven't seen it pop up on my feed. Usually I would see it. So I doubt they doing it. They probably stopped it like right after I stopped watching it, basically. So anyway, it's just crazy. The 2K community got to team up somehow. This, like, niggas like this that say this, you got to go to other people's chats then. Go to people who playing 2K live. Talk them up. Say, yo, what do you think about this? Do you think you would be down for this if we really had it, though? Like, we got this. These niggas got Discords. And you telling me they can't organize that? If all city, he say he got 30K niggas. You telling me out of 30K niggas, you can't get 2,000 niggas to say, you know what? We're gonna spread the word. We're gonna get people to join in this separate Discord. It don't even gotta be all cities. We're gonna make a new Discord to house these people in, that we're gonna get them to say, yo, we not buying this right now. We good on it right now. We trying to make a point like that. We need you to change the game before we really put more money into it, because we already did it too much. And GTA on the way. Like, they got reasonings right now. It's really, really good reasonings for them not to put money into 2K this year. So this is probably going to be one of the best times to ever get this started. This is probably why Joe Knows came out and said what he said. Now that I'm thinking about it, putting my, I gotta lick my finger, put it in the air, test the wind type shit, see what's going on. And then I'll eventually come to conclusion like, oh my goodness, that's probably why that happened. That's why Joe Knows probably came out and said what he said, because this is probably the best opportunity to do it. Not even lying. Just thought about it. Eureka. So if this doesn't happen this year, I mean, it's probably not going to happen. It's never going to happen, man. Like, just give it up. It's over. That's sad to say. Like, it's really crazy. Damn, man, the 2K community. Is it really GG's? I don't know. I can't really tell, but I think it is at this point. Like I already said, if the game isn't good at least one time before 2K28, right? I gave this bitch 3 years. 3 years. If they can't do something like that in 3 years, they ain't gonna see me on the game. They already came out with a 2K that niggas is complaining they ass off already. Literally right after another 2K that niggas was just complaining. 2-3 years in a row, niggas playing their ass off, right? Oh, the defense is ass. Oh, this is ass. Oh, that's ass. Like, it's always gonna be something, right? So, if that's the case, that means they just doing the old cycle to you, right? And then now you still not realizing it, and you still gonna buy the game again. Like that's basically that's what it is in a nutshell. But yeah, man, that's the real deal. They're gonna have to start chatting it up with some people. I think that's the solution. Chat it up with some people in the chat when they live stream and just go to search it up if you got to. Right? 2K. And then what? 2K live. Go to your little sliders, adjust it so that it's live. Whoever live, just say, yo, do you want to join the Discord? I'm a YouTuber. I got like over 100K subscribers. Whatever you gotta tell them. And that's a solution right there. But just making a video about it these days, I think that's nothing. 2K know that. Right? Joe Knows can say whatever he want. It don't matter. I don't really know what else to say after that. So I don't know. I'm gonna let it marinate for like 1 minute or something, and then I'm gonna probably just close it out with something, some words, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, another thing too that I want to say is like, let's say it's new niggas on the game, right? And they just started playing the game after like 2K20, like basically 2K20. Like they just started playing and they only 6 years in the franchise, right? They are not yet up to speed on what's going on, right? So that's a thing. And then on top of that, they're not gonna really believe you right away because they haven't experienced anything negative yet, really, because they wasn't, let's say they wasn't that good in the first 2Ks that they played, which is 2K20, 21, and then in 2K22 they started left right cheesing, and then in 2K23 they learned a certain dribble style, started using it. 2K24 they started dribbling better. Like, let's say if they just kept getting better, right? Why would they see what you're seeing? How they gonna see that? Like how? Just because you saying it, that don't mean they just gotta believe you. Just because you got viewers, you got subs, like there's people like that. Like they ain't gonna just believe you because you saying it. Why they doing good, right? We already know that's a real thing. So niggas, like I said, when you deny something, when you know it's real, majority rules. When you deny that, you just being ignorant. Like that's basically how it works. So everybody that love talking and all of that, it's all good. But when you deny certain things and you act like that shit don't exist, it's just being ignorant. It's like, okay, I see what type of time you on. You know? So the thing, like another thing, like with new players, they're not gonna probably join in on saying like, oh, microtransactions. They just started playing the game. They ain't been paying a lot of money yet. They just started playing, so they original thought is, bro, I already been paying $150. Why the hell would I be mad? Like, what the fuck? It's not doing nothing to me. While we grew up off $20 bills, they don't even know that. Do you think they know that? They just started playing the game in 2K20, 2K21. They don't know that shit. So it's like, it's compromised. It's compromised every year. It keeps continuing. It's actually that's crazy. It's like a bubble that just keep getting bigger. It can't get popped though. That bubble ain't gonna get popped. I tell you that. It's gonna be a dome about time we finished. Like it's not getting popped. So it's just keep getting fed. It's a big ass air bubble. Ain't nothing you could do about it. New people come every year into the game, right? Wouldn't you think that's true? It's like, wait a minute, let me try out 2K. I be hearing people talk about this game. Let me get on this game real quick. What about those people? And then they start liking it, saying, oh man, this shit ain't bad. I'm cooking up over here. I'm going crazy. Like, gotta think about all of that, man. It can't just be one track minded, like, nah, I'm just thinking about the people who just gonna, they're good at the game. Like, no, what the fuck are you talking about at that point? Gotta talk about everybody. So it's like, man, the new niggas ain't even finna jack that. I don't know what the 2K community could do at this point. Linking up is the best option right now. Joe knows, he put it out there. Everybody just gonna have to link up. You gonna have to get in the community, really talk to niggas and let them know. Listen, we understand you're new. Maybe it's a possibility you're new, but you can't just give up the bread this year. Like we doing something. Like, could you just not do it? Like just look. We're gonna update you. We're gonna do all this. They can have a lot of stuff going like that. We just need to be together on that. And if it ain't happening, if niggas ain't seeing that, it's a GG. So I don't really know what else to say. I think that's what I'm gonna close with. I appreciate anybody for coming through. Anybody else that watch after, peace and fuck everybody else.